Hey, folks, Quilly18 here, and welcome to a bonus Thursday live stream. We don't normally stream on Thursday, but we don't normally have a Civ 7 just getting released. I, for one, am very excited to jump back in here. Is my video capture not set for this? I didn't record. There we go. Sometimes OBS takes a second to lock on to the, Oh, the color balance didn't get adjusted. Sometimes OBS takes a second to lock onto the game video for some reason. You're just left sort of staring at this black screen for a bit. I don't know. Is the hat too much? I kind of wanted the hat today, but I'm not sure. Maybe I don't want the hat today. Although my hair's a little frou-frou. It's been rushing around. Just popped out of the shower about half an hour ago, so the hair's still even damp and everything. There we go. That's okay. It's weird. It looks like I'm wearing like a turtleneck, but it's not. I'm wearing like a sweater, a jumper that's not even that dark. It's actually sort of just a medium gray. Clearly my color balance is a little weird. I was just thinking, like, it looked like I was wearing a turtleneck and the hat. I'm like, am I some sort of like 1960s like beat poet or something? Oh. Some decaf coffee. Lovely. Golden Birdie says, Quill, please help me. How do you avoid a crisis? I'm decimated by plague. No idea how to trigger it. Well, there's two things. First of all, there is like I think there's a random crisis system that you can turn off in the advanced game setup options, but also there's an end of age crisis that happens once the age progress hits, I think 80%, the end of age crisis starts, and there's really nothing, you can't avoid it. It happens. So you can try to just get through it as quickly as possible by progressing the age if you can, because once it hits 100%, then you transfer. So yeah. It's the Bronze Age collapse. There's something I was going to address. Oh! Okay. So, one of my complaints about Civ 7 is that the Civilopedia is lacking. And although there had been some changes relatively recently right up until release in there, so I don't know. It's weird, because like, again, I'm like, get yourself a minimum wage intern to fill this out or something. Okay, that's a little unfair to the work that's involved in doing this, but it is like a little bit bizarre to me that some of the things in the Civilopedia could be more well developed. And it was actually thanks to watching a Marbazir video this morning that it answered a question that I'd been sort of skirting around for a while. I've noticed that sometimes when you go and build a building, an urban building, next to, well, as it turns out, is next to the city center, sometimes those urban buildings will show that they will get +1 science and +1 culture. And I haven't figured out what the pattern for that is and why that was the case, because it's not explained in the Civilopedia. But as it turns out, a completed district, or completed quarter, i.e. an urban district with 2 buildings in it, so a completed one, that's adjacent to the palace, or I don't know if it's just the palace or any city center actually, at the very least next to the palace, gets +1 science, +1 culture. I don't think that's in the Civilopedia. They got it because apparently there was like a brain trust of various Civ players that through trial and error had figured that out. Yeah. Yeah, like, if you look at Palace, it's not there. This also happens with a few of the unique units, where you look it up in the Civilopedia and it gives you like, it's got a bunch of things have like all this historic context in there, but not much in the way of the game mechanics explained. I think the thing is that like, these units have, or these buildings and some of the units have traits attached to them that should probably just be procedurally like filled out over here in this box. Because I'm sure these yields, for example, no one typed this in directly. This is being read from the configuration for this particular building, one presumes. So the same thing happens, for example, with the scouts over here. Nowhere in this does it actually say that the scout ignores certain difficult terrain. Except it does. So, and I think there's a few things like that. So anyway, but that was a nice little thing. Coffee. And the 0.5 science from vegetative terrain is only on 1 liter. Yeah, and there should be hot links. Like, honestly, a pretty significant redo of the Civilopedia with links and stuff that you can click on would be very handy. Like here, cities. Well, maybe you could click on this and go to the cities page or something. Admittedly, cities might be a word that comes up so often that it may not be worthwhile, but, could be nice. Anyway. Cut to the intern that's sitting sadly because they did indeed type it out. Well, and, more of it, more time. There's a few things that still feel a little undercooked here, but again, I generally like the bones. I really like the diplomacy system. I think the city building system is kind of bang on. I like the changes to warfare. I'm not always convinced that the AI does a fantastic job with it, though to be fair, it never really did a fantastic job in Civ 5 or 6 either. You know, 1 unit per tile is hard for AI. It's hard to program in the first place, and if you wanted it to be completionist, it would be hard on your CPU. Yeah, overall, like, see, here's the thing. When people talk about the AI, a lot of times with the AI, they're like, oh, I don't like the look of it. I'm like, I think the look is fine. Again, I was like, at first I was like, oh, it's a little weird. It's a little big and a little bit spaced out. Like, to me, maybe a little bit consolidacy. But honestly, 5 and 6, you ended up with those exact same issues. And in several different ways, I like the UI in 7 a lot more than 5 and 6. One of the things is, at this point, we're so acclimated to the UI of the previous Civs that we're just used to its quirks. And several of us, myself included, tend to run a couple of mods to tweak the UI as well in those versions of the games. Hell, I run a UI mod for Civ 4, which is the best version of Civ that has ever been made, that will ever be made. I will brook no argument. I just really like Civ 4. So yeah, so that part of it, like, that's fine. I don't care about this. But a couple of areas where there's obvious slight breakages in the UI and a couple of places where it could use some more info is certainly something I would love to see. Click on the status bar on the top or on the yields under the leader image. I don't know if Babuxus is responding to something else. Oh, these global yield breakdowns. Okay, that is actually interesting. I was actually just noticing another screen somewhere for something. Yeah, this is quite nice. I don't know if you had something specific. I'm wondering. Bob must have been responding to someone else, asking about where things are. I don't know if there's a screen that lists all your military units. I mean, this is the type of them, but as a way to quickly find them and to find units that maybe you've put to sleep. If someone knows that there's one of those hidden, that would be great. It is, I guess, nice that we do get, like, some of the city screens over here, although, again, we can't click on these directly. Not that that's the end of the world, but, you know, a couple of things that are there. The key to Quill 18's heart is through Civ 4. The key. Yes, the key. Very nice. Anyway, this game's going swell. Maybe we had a false start with this setup, and did do a restart. But since then, things have been going well. And here's the thing. I actually feel probably, especially as I sort of actually try hard on some of the city comps, like some of the leader plus civilization setups that we do, and milk some other mechanics that admittedly I've been a little bit lazy about. I think we could probably tackle deity, but I'm happy we're only playing on Immortal. And it's really that start that's the hardest, I think. We're in a pretty good position. Although, again, Jose, despite only have 2 settlements, period, is still making more science and culture than we are. Now, I don't even know if we have vision over Jose, because he's sort of yellow-gray, because, like, that's Trung, that's the Greeks with Lafayette. Yeah. I actually don't know where Jose is. It'd be like, oh, we could snoop at his cities or something like that. Hills visible. I gotta admit, like, sometimes I do have a hard time noticing a tile, even in this, that's forested, because some of the tiles are only very lightly forested, and then I'm like, wait, why doesn't my archer have line of sight? So that can be a little bit of a thing. Anyway, let's next turn. Let's start playing.
An eye.
Hey, Aztec, you haven't missed a thing.
A tooth for a tooth.
We were just babbling, making sure people had a chance to come in here, address a few things. All right, oratory is not a terrible policy, because, like, +2 of anything isn't that much, right? It's not +2 per city or anything, but when it comes to influence, it's a lot more static, and we don't get as many numbers, so it's actually not too bad. It unlocks something called the Petra? I've never heard of it. I'll probably won't ever build it. This is actually kind of interesting with the Petra in this case, because deserts aren't as unproductive in Civ 7 as they are in previous versions of the game. On the other hand, you're going to be building the Petra in a city, and a lot of times the cities, you're going to be dropping urban buildings, urban districts on these various tile locations, rather than getting the raw yield themselves. But Still, it's a wonder, and we can wonder chase it. Code of Laws, the big thing we were researching is for is to finally get a merchant going on, which will be good. Also gives us a free merchant in addition to unlocking it, and then we also get a new endeavor we can pursue. We kind of need the happiness right now. Actually, I wonder if it's time to drop either charismatic. Yeah, we're 2 culture at this point isn't doing much, so I'm going to do this, and I'm going to put in oratory to bring us from 7 to 9 with our production. I'm going to start using that button a little bit more. Because I'm wondering what's draining our... Oh, that's total is a 9. Do we have a base of 8? Don't you start with a base yield of 10 influence? I feel like at the start of the game, you're getting 10 per turn. I'm not sure why we're only... Why is it 8? I'm not seeing a negative as a problem. Like other yield income. Presumably this is your base. Did my base change by 2 for some reason? Did I do something? Do you lose some per city? I mean, presumably that would show up in these lists here. I don't know why this changed. Because it was sort of bugged me at the end of the stream. I was like, that's weird. Why is it less than 10? It may have happened in my other games too and I hadn't noticed. But I don't know what's resulting in it. I don't know if I look up, probably this isn't going to help. Because I don't think we're paying to maintain it. You pay a flat fee to start an endeavor, not to maintain it. Although maybe one of them does. The crisis hasn't started yet. We're not in crisis mode. Capturing a capital, maybe? I mean, maybe. It doesn't show it. Maybe as we play the game or future games, we'll notice what might cause a drop. All right, so this is Yasso, which is an actual city. We could do specialist stuff. The other thing we could do is we could grab the Jade. I think we should probably grab the Jade as a way to lock it in. Plus, I mean, 1 food, 1 production, 1 culture tile. It's not the worst thing ever. You know what I want to double check is, do I have a place to put it? Because if we don't, and we don't currently have a place to put the Jade anywhere, so I don't think I will. I have to admit, the specialists here giving us science, culture, and production, very sexy, especially since Yasso doesn't have much in the way of production. We could also build like one of these lumber mills and things, which aren't bad, but the specialists are pretty grand. Oh, you don't have a lot of happiness. We are having a bit of a happiness shortfall in general. All right, change of plans. I'm just going to grab one of these lumber mills, whichever. Production, science, and an extra happy face. Because we might be doing some stuff that tweaks it. I mean, it would help if our settlement limit improved a little. But overall, okay. Okay, Pathrogata. We could get the ivory, which is good for wonders on specific tiles. And the thing is, I'm not usually looking at the base tile itself when I'm figuring out where I'm putting it. Although between ivory and marble, you do cover a lot of the terrain types. Possibly literally all the terrain types. I'm not sure. We also aren't spamming out that many wonders. I think the thing to do in the town is probably to grab this tile with just the huge amount of food. And I know that I like super duper prioritize food, but at the same time, food's pretty good. Plus, maybe we can get some more iron. Check the VOD. You lost 2 influence when grabbing Isanapura. Here? I wonder why that is. You don't have like a weird building of negative, no. Because this wasn't even like, I mean, it had moved to the capital after I took Yasso, but Yasso was the first capital. And then this was just whatever. Oh, is it possible that I lose influence from being over my city limit? Occupation penalty? Maybe we are occupying 2 different cities. We could get -1 each. Okay, we get no entry for occupied. Yeah, I'm not sure. All right. The Archimenid Empire isn't bad. It's not that long to research. It would only give us 5 gold because we only stolen cities from 1 civilization. The mastery does give us settlement, which is good. Although, organized military also gives us +1 settlement. And overall helps us progress down to, well, the future civic may or may not come up. But yeah, I don't think I need to finish the Persian civics. Okay, Shahanshah. Honestly, the +3 combat strength for unit in enemy territory isn't bad. I feel... I don't know if this is correct, but I think you get to carry forward your unlocked social policies from your civilization. I think you do get to carry forward. I think that these social policies go away, but I think you keep these, and that could be useful later. We might want it as an option. Yeah, civ traditions stay with you. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm right about that. So, okay. So this, again, won't give us much, but I think it's maybe worth completing it then. Plus, right now I want the settlement limit. Yeah, we don't trade. Okay. So, what we actually want to do with the trade is build a road. Because if I recall, unless I am wrong, and I'm never wrong, when we flip this to Farming Town and close the screen to properly reset you, yeah, it's not actually sending its food anywhere. Despite the fact that it has a visible road, it's because it's not connected to the city. I think this is connected to Bactria, but Bactria is not a city. We actually might not be able to get a real connection because this merchant, yeah, we don't actually have the road to settlement option. I will, for the sake of argument, I will go and move to, say, here, and then see if from here we can build a road. And then if not, it's still closer to the front. Probably we'll send it up to Hatshepsut to do some trade, but we'll check that. So the solution is going to be, we need to turn one of these two, and probably Isana, into a city. And then it can get some amount of food from Bactria, although Bactria doesn't make much food. Also, this would be a great spot for a city. Honestly, when I get extra +1 city limit, I might just end up dropping a city over here and still being over my city limit by 1, because that's actually pretty sweet. All right, I do want to get this iron. Well, I mean, I suppose it's only important if we get into a battle. Maybe I just want to get some more food in Pathra here. Yeah, it's kind of a baby town still. I think I'm just going to grab the food. Make sure it continues to grow quickly. I'm bored in Freshwater settling Civ 7. So, this is actually something I failed to address.
War against us. Or should I set you up again?
Do I want to change any of my policies? Hold on, I'll get back to you in a second. No, I'm going to say no to that. Here's a great question. Let's search Freshwater. It's not in here. As I understand it, the bonus to having access to Freshwater is you get 5 extra happiness in your city from settling to Freshwater. I think. Or you get a if you don't get a happiness penalty. I guess that maybe that's the flip side. I don't think we've settled anywhere without it. And it's something that can be overcome. We'll have to do like a manual check, but yeah, it's a happiness thing. Maybe I guess it's maybe not a positive happiness, it's a penalty maybe. I haven't tested it explicitly. Okay, expansionist or militarist point. We've got an option here. Next expansionist gets us okay, food refunded when adding a specialist. This is quite nice and continues to lead to amazing specialist stuff. Militaristic, there's some great stuff. Ignore the happiness penalty from unrest when in captured settlements. We've got a few of those. Does lead to a +1 settlement, for example, which ain't bad. Commanders gain a free level and new ones start with the next one. These are all exceptional. But I do really like the expansionist perks here. Oh, right. I'm trying to click on it. I don't actually have it yet. I'm going to tick this. This might not do too many things right now because we're not deploying that many specialists yet, although we are going to be deploying more and more, and especially as we continue to deploy more, we'll get better rewards over here, especially if we do limit ourselves to just 3 cities, although I don't know if that's going to be the case. Okay, Achaemenid Empire 2 for the settlement limit. And yeah, we know we can get at least a settlement limit of 8 fairly easily. Okay, again here, there's no road available, so we're not going to do that. I'm going to send you up to Wasset because it's nearby. So yeah, we'll go here for trade. And so I think what we have to do is we've got to turn one of these 2 settlements into a city. Right now the cost is quite high. It'll go down again based on how many cities you got, and it goes down as a settlement grows. So as Isana gets more population, it'll become more viable to convert. Egypt, you're not trying it. No, we're allied. You're fine. You're my bro. What is this? 7 houses, student wonder. 7 cats. She scribbles a number on her board. 16807. The disappointed teacher slowly shakes her head. Were we wrong when we did this? Did we short ourselves a 7? Because we counted out the number of instances of 7s, I thought, and multiplied it. But it's the higher number. Next time it comes up, I'll have to double check. Wait, it asked for the sum of enumerated values. Oh. Okay. Your answer was 7 to the power 5. Yeah, which definitely was what I put in. But what they wanted is 7 plus 7 squared plus 7 cubed plus 7 to the power of 4 plus 7 to the power of 5. Oh. Anyway, a one-time minus 50 science is fine. So we just lost a little bit of progress towards here. We lost about a turn worth of science. That's fine. What is this? Enemies fear that the Legion is mortal. When one soldier falls, another immediately rises up to take their place. Behind this awe-inspiring illusion, however, is a significant recruitment expense. So it's worth it. We can get 2 extra mortals. I don't think I need any more mortals. I think my army's fine. 50 gold. 50 gold, not terribly impressive, but we'll take it because, yeah, I don't need the mortals. What's the chain? These are captured cities. So Isana and Yaso over here are cities that I captured in war. Yeah, Yaso's still hurting for that happy a little. All right, if we take a look at their breakdown of the happiness. Yeah, see, I don't like that the deductions aren't enumerated. Just minus deductions, minus 19. With no explanation about where those minuses are coming from. I, again, don't love that. We need more information so we can make smarter decisions. I think it probably makes sense for us to go and build some more of these buildings. Now, the brickyard, here's the thing. The brickyard is fine, but then becomes kind of obsolete if we end up replacing all of our mines and clay pits and quarries. Although I guess we'll always have at least 2 mines from these. And the brickyard is super cheap to build. On the other hand, we don't have a lot of food here. I probably will just build the garden. I'm always a little nervous about the ageless buildings because you can't replace them either. Although, oh, there's already a saw pit here. Okay, so this becomes a double ageless tile. That's fine. Let's do that. If you could sell buildings, like sell the ageless buildings, so that you could even just tear them down and rebuild them somewhere else. Even if you could just tear them down with no value out of it, it would remove a certain amount of stress. I think I'm going to keep this immortal just chilling over here. Yeah.
While stands the Colosseum, Rome shall stand.
Yasuo doesn't actually get
When
the iron because
falls
I'm
the
sending it to
Colosseum,
the other city, right?
Rome shall fall. And when Rome falls...
Oh, I think the Colosseum... Does the Colosseum give us +1 city
the
cap?
world.
No, I can't remember what the Colosseum gives us. It's quite good. Oh, yeah, okay, I'm thinking of something else. Yeah, culture and happiness and quarters in the settlement. I mean, that's fine. And then we get a growth. I think... I still don't mind more production, but no, I think the thing to do is to throw in for, like, science and stuff. So we got a 6-point tile over here. Again, ignoring the food. Yeah, we'll just throw it in there. That's fine. And we get 25% of our food back. Hey, Quill, will you be putting these on YouTube like you did with the previous Civ games? So, Spike Ash, this is being simultaneously live streamed on YouTube, and the VOD is immediately available on YouTube as well. So the first stream of this is available on YouTube on my channel under the live streams. Okay, I'll grab this now because there is still this food tile. No, it does make sense to take this. We're not actively fighting. Okay, and again, I want the 20% food from Oligarchy. I think that's just so good. I guess we'll take the +2 culture back because I'm not training military units, or enemy units, really. I'm not moving my scout around. I'm not defending. Yeah, we'll do this. Okay, no more wonders to build. See, these improvements are ageless, so they don't go away, but you can put a building on top of them later, I think. I think it's worth doing that. They're quick to build. We'll slap it down, and then probably I'll get the science building. These bridges can be built over the rivers. They do give you a lot of money. probably just get a garden, though. We got a 5-point garden, apparently, somewhere. Oh, yeah, anywhere along here. Seems fine. Pathra has grown enough to specialize. I'm going to wait one more because I want to grow to at least the iron. All right, we're going to set up this trade route, which is going to give me silver, dates, and more iron. I think I get all of it. 3 iron, presumably. Yep, there we go. Wasset. It's origin that, but there's actually 3 of them, so presumably there's more of that. There's the dates, which are amazing. So I think I'll put that in Pathra, help it grow. A little bit more of a happiness buffer. There we go. I guess we got ourselves another codex. Now, I don't know if we're going to end up hitting any of the Golden Age ones. I mean, certainly not the military one. Have no interest in pushing any further. I mean, if we did conquer 2 more cities, we'd get it. We could do it at the last possible minute in the age. Because one of the things, like, if you go over your settlement limit, you get unhappiness. But if you do it near an age transition, then there's not going to be enough time for anything to rebel anyway. In the wonder, I don't know how many wonders are left here for us to get.
In the humming of
There's 2 codices.
Hey, Quill, pay attention. There's a new
And I still have
subscriber.
room for 2 more. Excellent. Okay. Oh, there we go. We've advanced enough to start. Oh, I guess the crisis starts at 70%, not 80%. Wouldn't it be better to wait with specialization, get some fishing boats? For that town, maybe. Yeah, over here we could expand out to fishing boats. That's not a bad point. Here's the question with specializing, right? Is, like, the longer we wait, the more resources they get, but in the meantime, we're not sending food to a city and growing bad. So, you know, pluses and minuses. The Tech Wrangler. Ambition drives innovation. With still so much to discover and explore, mastering a skill becomes a work of a lifetime. +1 codex, or just some science. No, let's take the codex. Here's the thing. Let me take a look at what we might want to be researching here. Yeah, we should get this maybe because it does unlock a wonder that we might build. I don't think it, and this is something that no version of Civ does, I think, is show if a wonder has been built, but I suspect we're pretty far ahead, mostly. I think I'll do this for the wonder, and, you know, we might pick up these masteries. I mean, mastery +1 food on food buildings is really nice. So, I mean, obviously science is great, right? This is about 3 turns worth of science, which isn't bad. But then the codex is, a codex only gives you 2 science per turn. In this case, if we're looking at the pure value of the science, the codex doesn't make any sense, right? Because a codex is only worth 2 science per turn. On the other hand, when we look at it in terms of, hey, maybe we want to go and push this to the end, I think we grab the codex. So that's what I'm going to do in this case. But that's actually an interesting choice, because the codex is literally worth less science than the flat option, but we might still want to do it. Okay, I'm going to go and expand here just to push out the borders and claim more of the Grand Canyon, just to make sure we do have it. Civ is basically conceding detailed simulation field paradox. I mean, it never has been anything else, right? This is in line, and in fact, more detailed in several different ways in terms of, like, historical simulation than previous versions of Civ. But yeah, it's not, Civ isn't and will never be a grand strategy game. That's not what you would buy it for. Probably the Academy. If nothing else, ultimately, I think you have to have the codexes slotted. Codices. You can say codexes, it's fine, and I will say it half the time because of whatever. But it is codices. Yeah, let's get the Academy down. So this is our best spot currently. Seems good. I can't give myself a good argument for anywhere else. Build that there. All right, now we have to choose a crisis policy. So the crisis has begun. We've got 2 slots over here. Huh. Well, all these are going to be pretty rough. The crises have different flavors every time. And this one's going to be tough for us to handle. So, -1 settlement limit is 5 unhappiness in every city. On the other hand, we're about to start resolving some of this a little bit. This and then the thing we're going to research afterwards. And so we can sort of counter this one. We have 2 settlements we did not found, which would make the happiness hard to manage in there. You would still technically be positive, especially once we do alleviate the settlement limit. This one would be negative, but again, once we alleviate the city limit, would be positive again. Okay, I think we can probably eat that. This one's a little tricky here. -6. Okay, that would only be 1 settlement. Settlements with unfilled resource slots. Okay, so it doesn't matter how many are unfilled in a settlement. Right now it would just be 1. Okay, I think we run these 2. Yeah. Now, as the crisis goes, there'll be extra slots, so we might end up slotting this one in anyway. But okay. Bactria could specialize. Actually, we want to get that down, which will actually displace the unit. I think we still want it to grow because it's picking up all these science slots. So Yasuo is currently unhappy. Could grab more marble. So that if we are building a wonder on grassland, tundra, or marine terrain, marine is navigable river or coast, then we would get another 20% because I think it stacks. But I think I'm going to go ahead and just get some food going here. And do I want to specialize it? I think I do. I'm actually going to stop this growing. I'm going to get you to just be a fishing town for now. And probably send the food over to Parsa. Yeah, it's all going to Parsa, which I think is good. Meanwhile, you over here are going to be turning into something else. I honestly, here, all I want to do is grab something that gives me a happy face. I think I'll take the production. How much money do I have? I have enough. Almost. I might want it grows, and certainly I'll have enough next turn. Okay, tell you what. I'll grab the food anyway.
Should I pass you by?
Plus 1 settlement. Okay.
Because of your war against us, or should I set you up again because of your?
I think I'm still okay with our policies. I might continue to ignore the iron for a bit. And then here, I'm going to go tactics into organized military because I think I'm going to need the settlement limit. All your towns are fishing, farming, specialized. Yeah. I don't know. I'm sure someone better than me will probably find an argument for another thing, but right now, I just love focusing my towns on food and sending the food to cities and having the cities grow. I mean, admittedly, once the cities get pretty big, their growth gets slowed down a lot, so maybe in the later eras, something else makes sense, but mostly this is just the way it feels right all the time. I don't know if I feel like building any of these buildings in Yasuo. I don't think we need a unit. Although, hold on. I could get more merchants because it would actually help us eliminate empty slots. Yes, thank you for telling me I've got 1,000 gold. I was quite aware of that. Yeah, I'm going to convert this. Actually, hang on. I'm not going to convert it quite yet. I'm going to buy the altar. Fix its happiness problem. And then we'll city this up later. Its price has dropped down to 900 gold because it has grown. Your happiness is okay, which is good. Actually, it's probably still worth building these for just the free extra money and culture. Yeah, I'm not going to specialize you quite yet, but probably pretty soon. Okay. Build another merchant. Then after that, I think you're going to start doing the science project. We'll go down to Athens. We'll get lots of resources. More than I can currently slot in, and that's okay. You always get the same type of bonuses as Civ 5 and Civ 6. You know what? Wait, who are you in a war with?
Hey, Quill, pay attention. There's a new subscriber.
Girlspace, thanks for a sub. Okay, she's in a war with Trung. Which is honestly not really threatening. But what am I gonna get out of this? I'm gonna break this this alliance. I'm gonna decline to join in this war and stay neutral. Filthy neutrals. Oh wait. So to finish answering the question, sorry, I got myself interrupted. Ark asked, do the walls give the same type of bonuses in as in Civ 5 and Civ 6? I don't believe you get city bombard in 7, right? I don't. I say I don't believe. No, you don't get city bombard in Civ 7. I always have, like, I get scared making absolute statements. Like, well, what if I'm saying the wrong thing? But no, they do get a lot more hit points and stuff from walls, which is really good. Still, like, well worth it. You can purchase walls in your city center itself. You can then build more walls. Like, you can build or purchase the walls in the city center. You can then continue to build more walls in urban districts chaining out from that. And someone's got to go break down the wall defenses and occupy every single one of those tiles. So you can spam a bunch of walls in your cities, and it really makes them a lot slower to go down. So it gives them a bunch of extra hit points and then some combat strength. Again, they don't bombard, but it makes it that much more brutal to get, you know, attack with melee units or something like that. So they're very good defenses. But they're not the same because they don't enable bombarding. No wonder I can build here. Let's get the monument first. That's in the palace slot. Which is fine, I suppose. Although, if I do start to develop one of the districts adjacent, and then I fill it up, I can get the extra culture, as we know. And I can just rebuild this paradise somewhere else. I know, screw it. Let's build in the city center. Oh, you know the thing we're going to need for the Ancient Transition? I'm going to want another commander or two. You get to keep units based on how much you can fit inside your commanders. All right. I'm going to go and grab these 2 resources now. I'm not going to bother growing over here. Next civic, I want organized military to get the extra settlement limit so that when the next crisis hits, I'll be ready. All right. You're just going to start researching scientific projects, please. I'm not going to specialize you quite yet. You're going to park yourself here, my friend. And I've got someone going to Athens. So I'm going to send... Oh, you've got a road connection you could build. Okay, let's do that. Let's connect you up to Tushpa. So, now... There you go. There you go. You're also sending some food down to Yasod, which is good. Yasod was not getting any food from anywhere else, and now it is. It's got a little bit from itself, and now it's got some from Tushpa. I guess it's not connected to Path either, is it? Oh, no, Path, it probably is connected, but this is just growing, so it will get food over here after. All right.
Ships at a distance have every man's wish on board.
What is this? Philosophers drive sticks into the ground and measure their shadow. All across the world, they say. Others doing the same and finding different results. Some say the likely shape of the world is a cylinder. Others claim it's round, like an orange. Clearly, the world is a cylinder. If you travel far enough east, you wrap around to the west. But if you try to go north, you hit an impenetrable wall. Same thing as south. Everyone knows that's the shape of the world in this game. Culture, science, or the sun rises and sets only here. Happiness towards a celebration. Let's go for culture because we produce a little bit less of it. It must be a cylinder, and obviously this world is a cylinder. I mean, the in-game world. So, Navigation 2 is pretty tempting. Combat strength and naval units we're not really using right now, but just +1 food on food buildings. Not improvement, food buildings, which we have some, but it's the codex. I mean, there's a bunch of different ways to get codexes still. If we go down the wheel and master it, there's a codex. Military training is how we unlock unit flanking, which we haven't seen. And there's codex there. Yeah, I mean, it's all pretty much there. But I'll grab the mastery because the food is nice too, and it's already there. What's the currency mastery? Gold building and a codex, yeah. So I don't think we'll have any problems getting to the 10 codex. Can I build the wonder here? I can, and I do want to. So, Hahamanga Maui. Is this in Maui? I don't know what this wonder is in real life. Can we... Nice if you could right-click and open the Civilopedia. You're Maui. Yep. All right. Tonga. Okay. Cool. Okay, a little bit of context. I guess we're going to build it here. Blam. Done. You missed the Civ 7, a donut-shaped map, world map? Yeah. Civ 7 had a few different options, I think. Well, then you had things like the lake map and stuff that had, like, a hard edge on every side. I can probably get some deals going on. Actually, I'll protest Chepsit, because I'm worried she might be a little upset that I canceled her alliance.
Hey, Quill, pay attention.
I don't need military aid. I don't think I would need her tech. I don't necessarily want to steal it. Stone Deluxe, thanks for the sub. If you are a subscriber over on Twitch, or if you do the YouTube membership, you can join the Discord, where we have loads of fun.
Ships at a distance have every man's wish
All right,
on
yeah.
board.
Food, the Codex, groovy. Probably I'll just run another specialist here. Amphitheater was made for plays +1 codex, or the place is new home for sportsman. We might overkill on codices. Although I guess I could just stop doing the masteries. Just do the future tech. You know what? The sooner it fills out, the sooner we'll get progression for the age transition. That's going to be nice. Let's go for the wheel rather than any of the masteries right now. Although +1 production and production buildings is nice, but let's just go down the main tech. And then here, I'm just going to, just repeat the research initiative, please. And run a trade route here. Which, oh, I didn't notice. Did we just get only global resources here? I didn't actually check to see what Athens had. Attribute point, don't mind if I do. +1 gold per age on the Palace and City Halls. Ain't much, but okay, hold on. I got all this cash. Will. Let's go and convert this to a city. Bam. All right. And then you can start building some things. Although we might also slap down some more purchases here. Let me reopen this so we get these calculations properly done. Yeah, there we go. I think what I'll do is I'll get you some quick production boosts. Granaries. That's an ageless. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to put the ageless brickyard in there. We'll just purchase it. There we go. And then, I'm going to spend the money, give it some production. Get a 6 over here. Oh, and then I'm basically out of the cash game. Although, if I was worried about the happiness, we can get a nice paradise here. By the dashboard lights. There we go. And then just build a blacksmith. Yeah, in the same tile. Just try to get its base production up. That's going to be nice. And then, you're still not getting any external food, which makes sense, because I think you're connected to Bactria, but Bactria is not specialized. Honestly, okay, it's not going to grow for another 20 turns. You know what? Go be a farming town. You're not going to send much food, but it's going to be something. Right, so now we have the city and no city resources. Okay, we're going to try to get another merchant. Let's see what we can get.
An army is a minute.
You know if all the tech civic passive bonuses persist between ages? I don't think they do. That's another wonder, which I wouldn't mind spamming down. I don't think I'm going to change the policy. Let's get this jade. Lafayette is denouncing me. I could reject him and say, no, dude. No. Well, I'm spending some effort keeping him happy. Do I actually care? Lafayette might be, priming himself for an attack from here. But I have my army in place. I have an army in place. He could go for Yasso. Although I have this army commander. So I'll move over here. And then I think what's going to happen... I mean, that would be an awkward attack. Honestly, I'm really finding that quite unlikely. I think what's more likely is over here. And if he does start it, that's going to be the easiest place for us to attack. So I'm going to move both my army commanders. Yeah. Both my army commanders I'm going to get over here. I will get a couple of more defensive units just move down to Yasso to hold it. So you know what? I accept you calling me silly names. All right, citizenship. Go. Oh, there you go. Yeah, new city resource. Throw that down. Get a milestone for Silk Roads. So that's, I think, 14. Yeah, it doesn't actually show you the total number anywhere. But yeah, we definitely got to this point, which is the 14 one. Now, if we track it, though, it will keep that. In fact, let me turn on the tracking for everything. I kind of wish this tracking was only the final number, not every sub-step. Yeah, see here, it's still telling me, hey, build a siege unit, but this has nothing to do with progressing this at all. Hey, improve trade relations, right, for the Silk Roads, but that's not important for progressing it. I just wanted it to tell me 14 out of 20, and I wanted to tell me 9 out of 12 is what I want over here. So, not actually useful. We'll need one more codex to do the Great Library, though. All right, broken borders. Empire fractures as once loyal settlements seek their own path forward. So we're going to get some more crankiness is what we're going to get. But we have some city cap to spare. This was calculated. So rather than taking extra unhappiness specifically in cities or towns, we'll do incompetent ministers, lower our city cap, but that's okay because we gave ourselves a little bit of padding.
Even a great carpenter does not abandon his
We can start building villas. That's another good way to get a lot of influence too, not to mention the happiness. Go, time to grab the totally not sugar. And we're going to go military training just to keep unlocking the cortex. And yeah, of course I want food. That's all I ever want. I guess we'll do conscription to save some money. So I'm at plus 84. I'm still at plus 84. Maybe it went in as soon as I clicked on it. I always assume you got to close the window first. But we can do this. And now we have no settlements whatsoever with empty slots. Keeps everyone nice and happy. And how's that come over here? Just in case Lafayette is going to try something. Your upstream, your stream keeps dropping to 160p because you're using all your bandwidth downloading Civ. Turtle of the Moon. I get it. You gotta have priorities, though. Is that our wonder? Someone built the Colossus. Okay. There we go. We hit the next milestone, so we've up to 4 wonders. Maybe we can sneak in 3 more. Who knows?
The river is me.
Civ's a perfect game for having something in the second stream. That most of the games I play when I'm playing on my own, I pick games that I can play while having, you know, YouTube or Netflix or something play on the other monitor. Something that's either turn-based, so I don't have to pay attention all the time, or something that's relatively kind of brainless autopiloty. All right. We don't have another wonder unlocked. That's fine. I might just build the blacksmith so we have slightly more production for whenever we get the next wonder unlock. Or I can just run some research initiatives just to help push things along. I don't know, let's get the blacksmith. And I'm going to build it here, replacing the farm, which displaces my unit of population, which lets us slot into, say, this one. And we got a leader attribute available. Oh, yeah, cultural. All right. Ooh, whole +1 culture. All right, well, it's something. Clearly not building all the wonders because we have been beaten to a few. It's quite late in the age. We only have 4 total. Sorry, 5 total. Let's get this villa down. Yeah, seems good. River flood, we might have to purchase some tile repairs. You really could use an altar. You know what? The age is nearly over. One thing, okay, here's something I'm not entirely certain about. When you look at, where is it? Searching. There we go. Concepts tab. Carry between ages. It doesn't, neither the part at the top where it tells you what you carry over between ages, nor the thing at the bottom tells you what changes. I don't know for sure if your gold carries over per se between ages. And in my YouTube series, actually, I probably could have checked. I think I could have checked one of the videos to see the age transition, because I don't think I'm spoiling anything. Oh, maybe I did. I think I finished the exploration age, which might not be live yet. I think I finished the exploration age with a crazy amount of money. And I don't know if it actually carried over to the modern era or not. Because one of the things I could see is they do something like they, reset your money, but then give you X number of turns worth or give you a flat amount or something. I'm not entirely sure. We're going to try to keep an eye on our cash as we transition.
After the assembly,
I am up to the modern era and the LP. Okay.
Elders gave
I wasn't
their
sure where we
answer.
gotten. Okay. So now we've unlocked the ability to do
Never
their culture
boast.
projects. And yeah, flanking. So I actually haven't really experimented with flanking, but the way I understand it in Civ 7, it's like kind of classic tabletop RPG kind of flanking. Well, different. I guess you attack a unit, it turns to face you, but then you can attack it from behind or from slightly at an angle, and you get a bonus. So wherever you attack, they turn. Kind of Age of Wonders or one of those kind of things. So, production towards culture. Casts is really good. Drop the extra 2 culture, because what does that mean right now? Cast seems excellent to me. Drama and poetry actually seems pretty nice, but... Okay, let's do this. We still need 1 codex. Although we're going to easily get it. We get the 10 age progression, which will bring us quite close to the end as well. Let's make sure that something stupid doesn't happen and we don't randomly end the age without having gotten the bonus of completing the science. I think I'm being overly paranoid, but sometimes they are out to get you. Oh, hold on. Literacy is a mainline civic and it gives you a codex. So never mind. I won't take the mastery. I'll just go for regular ironworking. You did a check. The gold went from 8.8k to 3.4k. Okay, so we didn't carry over all our money. And I wonder what the mechanic is. Again, my big thing with Civ 7, again, there's a couple of UI things that I would love to see improved. My big thing is the kind of lack of information in the Civilopedia for very specific things that are kind of important. I think all I'm going to do is I'm going to do a culture festival here. We're going to try to churn through these and see if we can unlock some more wonders. It's not the end of the world if we don't get them. But right now, I'm just trying to... We're about to end the age. Let's see what kind of maximizing we can squeeze out. Oh, I was going to get a couple other leaders so I could carry over some more military units. Because I think both these guys are full. And we've got 3 more units here. So 1 more commander. Maybe... You know what? That's what I'm going to build right now in my capital. I'm just going to switch. Make sure we get the army commander. So we can carry over some more units. Although, hold on. I guess I could have built it here. 5 turns? Yeah, never mind. Let's do that. It doesn't matter because both of them are just doing projects, so, okay. Academies and things. I think I'll just put down more of these parries. They'll get replaced eventually, but at least they carry over into the next era with full bonuses. Oh, you also lose all the influence. I mean, what are we going to spend it on, though? We could set up some deals, and I guess we may as well, but I don't need military aid. Here. We could see if we could steal some techs. He's really cranky. Here, I'm going to hinder your military research. We're going to... I don't need military aid. Well, maybe I do. There you go. We'll do that. Because you don't get to carry these over anyway. It's whiskey and chocolate! Whiskey and chocolate? What?
So I realized I could download and play after midnight. 1 turn later and I had to get ready to work dat Sheffy. Luckily, it's a slow day and I work from home. Cool cat.
Yeah, the one more turn obviously is always strong in Civ. And I do feel it's very present here in this game. Very present. So the units carry over, the way it's worded is that you carry over units equal to the capacity of your army commanders. So right now, in theory, I'd carry 8 units into the next stage. If I build the other army commander, I could carry up to 12, although I think I only have 11 units. And obviously they turn into units of the next age as well, but this is a city, so I quite like the production. Obviously the specialist slots are pretty good too. Oh, this is a kind of an insane specialist slot, actually. Let's do that. Remember Confucius? Confucius gets +2 science per specialist. Crazy.
Sic semper tyrannus.
He said anus. All right, I guess we're doing this. Shit, I guess one of the things I can spend things on, although I already have war in my favor here. I don't think you need an absolute number. I think you just have to be ahead and you're fine. All right. Well, we're doing this. I'm going to manually deploy just to make sure I am as happy as I can be with the placement of these units. We're doing a live unboxing right here on stream. I'm gonna move you here. Oh, that's gonna use every movement, which is too bad. Because I can use the coordinated assault. Which I will do. Let me unpack you. And I can unpack you to here. Well, that's quite nice, because then you can shoot. Move you here. You've got an archer? No, that's great. Unpack that. And unpack the last immortal. I'm going to unpack it back there. Which leaves you able to do a focus fire on that unit. And you can do a focus attack. Or whatever it's called. Alright, come on. Oh, did it get canceled with the animation? No, are we still waiting for it? Did it just eat it? Is there something weird with the immortals? So the immortals do a little bit of a range attack. Do they not actually work properly with the melee one? Because it doesn't, they don't use the ranged attack. But I think we've had the melee, the coordinated melee attack fail on us too. I'm actually suspecting there might be a slight glitch with the immortal implementation and the way it interacts with the army commanders. What do you want? Oh. Defenseless settlement. Is there really something nearby threatening? Oh, there's a chariot over here. Yeah, that's fine. I got the money. I could just emergency buy a unit here. I don't think we're actually being threatened. We could also consider like a ballista to take the city, although it feels like we've got the raw muscle to do it. If I do get that commander, I do have room for one more unit. Maybe I should just build my own chariot. I'll just wait and see if he approaches the city. Petition. The people of neighboring Lingupura are unhappy. Could decline. I'm gonna accept. Now that's gonna put me over my limit. Unlock the Incans, apparently. Okay, where is... I'm sorry, who did I get? Oh, here. Oh, here! Oh! I think this city was... Was it the one that was settled by Trung and then flipped to Egypt? Or the settlement, not city. I think that might be the case. They were clearly deeply unhappy. Might be having a problem with the age here. But that's fixed. You still have negative unhappiness. I can fix this. Obviously there. That's a 2, although if I'm... Yeah, we'll just build that. And you're still not positive happiness? There you go. Oh, and there's more things to repair. Which I will go ahead and do. And actually, a granary would be excellent for you. Let me put it here. Because then we'll grow... Oh, there's a Grove City. Hold on. Let's just slap you in there. Row 10. Okay. Lots of things growing simultaneously. Actually, we could really use the iron. Unlocking the Normans. There we go. And then here... Well, the production doesn't do too much. It'd be converted to some gold, which isn't bad. I think we want to do this and get the silk, plus it's a decent food tile. Unlock Ming! Triple civilization unlock in one turn. All right. You know what? Let me build another commander here, and we might spawn out a couple more units, actually. Might consider getting ballista. Trade off. Okay. And resource. We want to take a bonus resource, perhaps. Not one of those. There you go. Take the dates out. Put you in here, which is worth a lot of food. And then move you here, so still everything is satisfied. Excellent. Okay, I am going to go and specialize this town. And yeah, I'll do farming. This gets reset between eras anyway, so we don't have to stress too much. So we've got a leader. I could try to march down to Athens, but look at this landscape. There's no way I want to mess around with that. But I'll vacuum up those units and try to see if we can get you to this front. And then maybe build some extra units back here. All right. Meanwhile, scooch up with these archers. Move this commander down there. Move this one here. Do the focus fire. Don't quite finish them off, but that's kind of okay because I can finish them off with this unit, which will also give us a little bit of a heal. Was this always a trunk city? Check this. +2 flanking bonus. Check this one. +3 flanking bonus. This was a Greek city, right? Like until a second ago? I swear, sometimes it feels like this game conspires to make me feel crazy. And by this game, I mean Civ in general. So this flipped, but this is still Greek. So I guess we'll march our way down there, assuming it sticks around. Yeah. Let's do a little scooch up. Narrative choice, what do you get? At last, the Young Immortals commander. Oh! Did we complete this? Defeated a cavalry unit with an immortal. Hey! Yeah, Civ gaslighting, exactly. Offers him the gold-tipped spear in a solemn ceremony that soon ends in cheers. He has earned his place among the elite 1,000 and will make the army and his people proud. Claim a great champion, get an immortal, or, oh, get another leader. Okay, yeah. Let's do it. And some promotions waiting for you, huh? Tell you what, let's go down the left branch for this guy. Oh. No, okay. I thought you got a promotion. One of the others? We'll get a prompt right next turn. Alright, that's some I think these cities are all just critically unhappy and constantly flipping. So this is now Egyptian, and this one is now Greek. So, sure. I mean, that's just an army commander. He's pretty squishy. But we'll still take some damage attacking you, so we may as well still whack you with something else. Do this. Really wouldn't mind if whack flipped back to Greek, just because I'm here. Let's heal in place. This guy is pretty beat up. I move you to here. This will all be within the radius, which is nice. So do that. It's possible this guy might still die. We got some rough terrain here. I suppose if I do this, I don't think they'll be able to attack me. Attack this unit. So I'm going to do this. And then tell them to start resting. Or I could, I suppose, actually. Why don't I just retreat you in here, and we'll rest you in friendly territory. That seems better. How's it going, Biffa? Having fun? Dun, dun, dun. Not saying Civ 7 is perfect, but I sure am saying I am having some fun with it. I think I like this spot for the specialist, unless I don't think we've got another resource to hook up. No. I like this spot. We get production and, of course, the science and culture as per usual. That seems good. Yeah, I know we're over our settlement cap. Settlement cap is just a number. Oh, are you thinking of revolting? Okay, well, tell you what I'm going to do. I've got some money. I'm going to purchase this arena. And there's a 6 here and there. Or I can put it inside here. Kind of 6 1/2 dozen the other. We'll put it in there. That'll fix your happiness. Congratulations. This place is on the brink of a roll. Okay. There's a lot of that going on. Unfortunately, I don't have more money to accelerate that. But hopefully you will just deal with it here. Don't flip next turn. Still won't have enough money for you. There we go. All right. We have completed the science track. Economic, maybe if we set up a little bit of trade. We might have lost some, of course, with the war being declared. If I do take one more settlement, we'll also finish this, which will probably complete the age. We're at
With some
92%, yeah. Another crisis slot. That's great. Build an academy. I don't need another immortal. Let's do this. I think I already have an academy, so I think it'll auto-complete. There it is. Thank you for the attribute point. Much appreciated. Oh, we could sneak in Angkor Wat. I mean, we're not going to get much from it because the age is nearly over. Colossus has definitely been built already. This is faster. Doesn't really matter one way or another, though. We'll just get philosophy. I don't know if we're even going to see it before the game ends. Okay, I think we can take the unhappiness in our capital. Or not. This is currently giving us one happy face. Even though we get less of it, I don't want to replace our little paradises. So I'm going to put it out there and raise it up in the queue. The villa would be even faster. No, this is fine. Well, it'll take a few turns before it's a problem. Okay, so, you know, I'm making fun of the AI for losing their cities in this crisis, but apparently it's being a real problem. All right. How do I want to navigate here? This archer won't be able to shoot this turn, unfortunately. I'd love to have open borders with you. Thanks. You may as well do the research collaboration as well. I mean, it's still going to be slow going through here. You're not fully healed, but you're healed enough. I might keep you resting, though. So, let's test this again. Right? Coordinated attack should cause this unit to attack here. Okay, it did work this time. I don't know why. I've seen it glitch twice now where it didn't trigger. Okay, you're injured, but you'll win, and you do get a little bit of healing from doing this. There's that ballista. Let's do the reinforced army. We don't have to babysit you along the way. Everything's got full allocations, right? Yeah. Hang on. Dates give happiness. Oh, I can't flip my allocation right now anyway. I thought maybe if I shuffled the dates around, maybe I could fix some of these happiness problems. Greek settler over here, being quite bold. there, move there, move there. Rest a turn. Move forward. Yeah, we can't go and offer the happiness boosting.
Iron Mail.
Okay, we're gonna push towards future tech because it'll guarantee that we finish this era, regardless of what anything else someone might do. Actually, if we just take a city, obviously our unhappiness will be there, but it will end the age. Well, we'll see how quickly we can get anywhere. Even moving forward with injured units. Ignore him. How much money? I don't think I've got enough money to buy a happiness building. I can buy a villa here. That's good. Okay, so you're at break even, which is nice. Still a problem in Parsa, our capital. Okay, that's the only other place that's unhappy. And it will be partially fixed by the arena, not completely. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know how that works. Okay, this would actually move a lot better if we just vacuumed up these units and then moved forward that way. Yeah, to around here. Same thing with this.
It's whiskey and chocolate.
I've been watching your videos since your very first Civ 5 Let's Plays, so it seems fitting that I donate here at Civ 7 over a decade later. I have over 3,700 hours in games I learned about from you. So thank you for the literal months of joy in my life.
Well, that was the wrong time to take a drink of water. Well, I'm sorry, water, I mean decaf tea. What the heck, man? Sculptor, thank you very much. That was very unexpected. I really appreciate it. You have 3,700 hours. Okay, in games you learn about me in general. Okay, I thought if you have that many hours in Civ, you should start your own damn channel. That's a hell of a lot more than me. And I've got a lot of hours in Civ. Wow. Should stream on Thursdays more often. Maybe that's what people are telling me. Thank you very much. Most of Paradox games. Yeah, those will do it. Those will definitely be a time sink. No denying that. Alright, yeah, you're pretty badly hurt. So let's move you in here. And this guy, let's do the little reinforcey trick and send you over that way. Hold on there, Parsa. Okay, so we actually have to unload here and deal with you. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do this. I don't want to use... So, if you use the unboxing, the deploy army here, and you click on the tile that's occupied, a lot of times that will cause the unit to end up in the square with the army commander, but you can't actually manually choose that for the manual deploy. But if you do that, it also uses up the commander's turn, which I don't want to do here. I want to do this. It will soften you up with a bow shot, but then the commander can use the coordinated attack, which didn't attack with the immortals. So twice we've seen it not work, like, in the last 5 minutes. But we did see it work once. So I don't know why it's only sometimes working with the Immortal. And I haven't seen that otherwise, as far as I know. I mean, to be fair, I mostly use the range attack one because I love range attacks. Maybe it's a weird interaction with it being the turn that it gets deployed. I don't know. That's possible. I'm not sure this guy's gonna be able to attack here. He definitely wouldn't be able to attack this way because of the cliff. I'm not sure about that way. Actually, I should have moved you first. You can still come here. You won't be able to shoot, but that's fine. Okay. You could attack this turn. But... what the heck? You're not going to be so weak that you're going to lose. Okay. Taking Chalkus. I'm going to focus, on the city. Still don't think it'll go down. Let's try. This time it did work. Maybe it glitches on the turn that you deploy the unit. Oh, yeah, you were still being sent here. Well, you're just going to sit in the city. Okay. We should force an age transition. Okay, Parsa's happy now. That's good. Whew. Probably still end up queuing up a villa next, but we'll see. I'll let it finish the other commander, because why not? Okay. Off out the city as much as we can. You go there, you go there. This archer can go here and could have participated in the combat. And then from this commander, we're going to say coordinated attack. I'm not quite down, huh? A migrant, I'll probably just put you in Parsa.
As a new subscriber.
Okay, there, Greece. Actually, no, I want you in Bactria. I noticed something about the coordinated attack glitch. It usually glitch if you do the focus fire option first. I mean, I'm using two different people, and I'm pretty sure one of them glitched when I didn't do any focus fire at all. No, because here it didn't glitch, and I did for... Okay, he's willing to peace out and give me a city, which will end the war. But... I mean, Chalkus is the one I'm about to take regardless. This is better because it won't be in rebellion. Even though I'm about to take it anyway, I could take it and ask him for another city, but... I'm not sure... That might be fine, because if the age is going to end... then I don't have to worry about the unhappiness. And our settlement limit does go up when we do an age transition, so we'll probably have to be able to cover it. But if we do it this way, then we don't get a rebellion. Although I don't know if the rebellion... Will taking a peace settlement give you a militaristic point? It will. Because it'll still count as a settlement that belonged to someone else. And I might only need 1 point anyway. I think this is okay. You know what? If this doesn't go right, we'll load from the autosave. Yeah. Counts. We do this. 100% on the age. The age is going to transition. Perfect. Perfect. I think in 15 makes sense. We saw the coordinated attack win with 1 unit advance. Should test it. Okay, could be. 527 gold. So, part of me is like, well, let's see what we can spend, especially on anything that might be ageless, that we might want to carry over, like those train improvements. Tell you what, I'm gonna repair this fishing boat, and yeah, this little building over here. These are ageless. We'll see what we end up with gold-wise. Yeah, barracks doesn't matter because it's not ageless. Although, I guess we do want it repaired for the next age, because it still gives you a bonus. Smashed. Do still like this. 39 gold. Migrant. I don't really need the warriors, although I have enough capacity to carry things over. And yet, this doesn't matter. I don't here. I'll build ancient walls. I can't remember if... I know that you can't build ancient walls in Next Era. I don't know if you still have your ancient walls. Just gonna spacebar these guys. They're all gonna get moved and reshuffled between eras anyway. There. Oh! Guess I don't get to command the migrant this turn, so I might not get a chance to deploy him. Okay. Actually, I have 23 gold. 229 influence.
Few others could match the Persian strength, fewer their courage, and none their glory.
I think resetting the buildings between eras, I mean, you don't lose them, they just don't produce anywhere as much. I think it's actually fine. I'm actually kind of enjoying the era progress of, like, getting to start over in the cities. Like, I really like the early phases of Civ, and so this gives me that early phase 3 times. I might not like it all the time. Like, there's gonna be sometimes I'll go back and play Civ 6 or 4 or 5 or some combination thereof, and I'll be like, oh, it's nice to just have one era again and this, and then I'll do that for a bit, and I'll come back to 7 and be like, oh, you know, it's nice to do it this way. Yeah, so all civilization changes. The entire world map changes, actually. Okay, who are we gonna play as? So we got a little indicator here that with Freddy, like, just geographically, it might make sense to play as the Normans. So we can play as the Abbasid, which we can get because we were Persia. And these guys have some pretty good stuff, because they get the Madrasa as a unique building. We can also build the mosque and then combine it into the Ulema over here. +1 science to all specialists in the city. That's insane. I love it so much. When stationed in territory, +1 common strength for every urban. Yeah, great person. Oh yeah, with these charges, they're quite cool. And 30 gold for each rural population of the city when you create a specialist. I mean, I love specialists. That's going to generate a ton of money, and then we'll get extra science from it. Like, I really think the Abbasids are stunning. The Incas we unlock because we have a bunch of settlements near mountains. Can work mountain terrain. +2 food, +1 production mountain terrain. I mean, that's not bad, you know? Unique range unit. Bonus movement, ignores movement penalties in rough terrain. I mean, we like the flexibility. That's quite cool. No buildings or anything, although we can build the terraced farms on adjacent to a mountain. That is a lot of food. I haven't played as the Incas yet. Ming, 50% more science in the capital. You do build a lot there, although you get reduced science per turn for each social policy, but not tradition slotted. So traditions come from your nation specific, your civilization specific civic stuff, right? I guess I can cycle through them this way. Also movement embarked. I don't know. I think I like the Abbasids the most out of the ones that are available here. Although the Bailey does generate a ton of culture. And then when you combine the two, and the Mott is great for happiness, amazing for happiness. And combine the two and you get an immediate free Chevalier unit. Chevalier unit. Shouldn't there be an I over here for Chevalier? Oh, the settler is quite cool because you get the immediate medieval walls is actually kind of amazing. Free Chevy, yeah. Abbasids or Normans? Yeah, they're both quite tempting. We have to play around with the great people. You know, I think I kind of want to do this. I want to go Abbasid. And then the others are currently locked. We could have looked through all of them, but...
rumbles and sways the jacinth slab of Kuyutha. The Abbasid's weight will realign the balance of the world.
I also think that the airships will help even things up between players a little bit. You do carry things over a lot. You're still rewarded for doing well, but it can help a little bit as an anti-snowball mechanic, which is important for games. It can be frustrating, but it can also be incredibly important in games to have things like that. And of course, one of the other things we get is there's some new civs that are going to be plopped down in the exploration age that you weren't encountering yet. So there'll be like a good baseline setup. Like, it's all more gamey, but it might be better for the game. I don't know. Hard to say. So we actually are still over our settlement limit here, but even though it went up. But we do get some legacies that we can mess around with. Come on. All right. I like to filter by category, so let's start on the right-hand side. So we've got 2 points available for economic. We do have 1 wild card as well. So, Master Caravaner, plus 5 gold for every trade route in antiquity. Per turn or flat out? Must be per turn, but I clearly didn't do very many of them. I could just go, I think you can take the points multiple times. I could just take the economic attribute point twice, which we might do. Military, take a golden age. I think you can only take 1 golden age policy. Like, we have 2 of them. We can have Great Library 1, which is academies become Golden Age academies. They retain their base yields, adjacency bonuses, and effects in this age. That's pretty freaking amazing. The Golden Age for Pax Imperatoria is gain an infantry unit in every settlement you conquered last age. It gives us 4 free infantry units, and that's a pretty good head start. But I think I really like that. And yeah, this is grayed out. I can no longer take this, because I can only take 1 Golden Age one. But that's okay, because I think fealty is probably worth picking up for the +4 settlement limit. And then I think I'm going to take the expansionist attribute point with the last military point, because this will give us the cheap, the reduced maintenance, I think, on specialists. I could also spend the wild card and get another one, which we may. Let's take a look at culture. Wonders you control get +1 culture and +1 happiness. We do have a few wonders, and we might build some more. So I think I like that idea. I think I'm just going to take 2 economic attribute points for this. +1 flat signs for every codex in antiquity. We did get the 10. Sure, let's do that. It'll cost our wild card, but I think that's fine. Seems fine to me. Boom, 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 boom. All right. So yeah, our gold transition. We might have kept our influence. Yeah, I'm not... Because I definitely didn't keep all the gold the other time. Yeah, I'm not sure what the logic is. Wow, Stonecutter and Parso would generate a crazy amount of stuff. That's pretty tempting. Yeah, so what's this going to replace the altar? Yeah, replace the altar, and then we get the granary, and the Stonecutter's also ageless, right? Yeah, so we're going to 2 ageless building in here, which is fine. It's a completed district, so it's going to get the adjacency bonus from the palace once again. We're restoring that. This seems like an excellent one. Yeah, I wonder if it... Did it keep the... What are we currently had and then added 1 turn worth? No. I don't know how it decides how much money you get in the next stage. We're not over a settlement cap. That's already been resolved. Oh, yeah. And then the other thing, one of them, I think the economic Golden Age one, which it's gone, I can't reference it now, might be that you get to keep whatever was a city gets to stay as a city instead of being reset as a village or as a town, which is quite nice for saving you cash here. Because obviously I can just go back and remake things in the cities again, but it's going to cost gold to do so. So if I want Yasso to be a city, that'll cost. Okay, tech-wise, I like anything that's food, so the wharfs are pretty good. It lets our civilian units enter deep ocean tiles, which means we can start settling some land. On the other hand, what about astronomy first, just for some science? I also like the gristmill for food. I think both of those are pretty... I mean, all three are pretty good choices. I think I want to go astronomy first for the science. One of our priority targets in this age is going to be shipbuilding, which lets our naval units cross deep ocean without taking any damage, which is really nice. So yeah, I think I'll go astronomy for the science. And then for our civics, we should take a look at our Abbasid civics here. So round city, this is what unlocks the mosque. Good for happiness, lots of adjacency bonuses. The mastery, we get a policy we could run. All buildings get a +1 science adjacency with the city hall and palace. That's nice. And there's a flat +4 food bonus on science buildings. That's amazing. And then Malwa unlocks the madrasa and a passive bonus of +2 happiness on resources in settlements with a temple. I mean, we're going to want to build temple. And we get science equal to our trade income. That's the thing. One of the things that defines the civilizations, like there's the passive stuff that we could see on the previous screen, but a big part of it is what you get out of these civics. Like science equal to trade income. Wow. So what we want is we want a lot of friendly people. Mamluks gain the skirmish ability, +50% from flanking. Al Jabar, 15% science in cities with at least 8 urban population. And we could run a policy that just gives us science in towns, which isn't bad. And then the House of Wisdom, our Wonder, base science 3, gain 3 relics as 3 relic slots, +2 science from great works, must be placed adjacent to district. And we passively get a 33% happiness towards maintaining specialists. So it reduces the penalty, the happiness penalty from specialists. I think we kind of want to focus on this. I mean, there's going to be some good stuff in the exploration civic. Or, hang on, I could consider starting with economics first, just to unlock the merchant. No, I want to power through all the Abbasid civics. Starting, I think, down this branch for the science building. Gold per town right now are all towns. And I guess we'll run Kara. I don't know if we'll use it, but we got to slot something in. All right, lots of attributes to plop down. Under economic, this is going to give us more gold right now. Like, this will probably end up giving us more gold without us having to micro too much. I do want to get some trade routes. Imported, golden resources. Yeah, I'm going to go down the right-hand branch. This is kind of nice. This is a saving. Every time we spend money on purchases in all settlements, it'll save us some cash. Or we could passively get a bit more money. Increased resource capacity in towns is actually insane. I think I want to push towards that. Under expansionist, what I want is this. Plus 15% food and happiness towards maintaining specialists, or 30% if you have 3 or fewer cities. This is a really interesting trait. +1 specialist limit on all cities, -1 settlement limit. There's a chance we may end up taking it, but I don't know yet, so I'm not going to lock that in right now. +1 food in cities per town, repeatable. I think we probably... I want to go down this right branch now. Update what game? Oh, because we're no longer Persia. We went from Persia to the Abbasids. I'd say leave Persia in there. Essentially, if you want me to do it, I can do it. Okay, low happiness complaints. Except, no, these have probably got reset. Yeah. All right. So, let's hopefully... Yeah, I'm going to spend this right away. I want to get a friend in this world, although I still don't know where Jose is. I'd like to regain my friendship with Hatshepsut. Because I don't want to be attacked from every single angle. What are we going to do diplomatically? And the other thing is, by holding on to these, we're gonna find independent villages that we could befriend as we go out with ships. We could just save for that. Tell you what, Hatshepsut, how would you feel about a research collaboration? Okay, good. Okay, that's a very good sign, because that's going to improve our relationship. Okay, I'm going to save the rest. And yeah, of course, our science rates and things have been reset in certain ways, although not reset, but a lot of our buildings, their bonuses changed. Vacuum up what I've got here. I'm going to put you on alert mode, please. I'm going to get you to reinforce that army. I'm also going to get you to reinforce here. Which is going to be 2 archers in that, so let's give you another melee unit in there. Thank you very much. Do I want to carry over my army commanders? Commanders with their promotions and level along with units to fill them if you haven't. How come I only see 1 army commander? Oh! They're all sitting down here. Okay. I guess that's probably where most of them were close to. I was getting scared. Okay. I want one over there. Hopefully you can make the trip without dying. This army commander's full of stuff. You know what? I'm going to send 2 army commanders over here. I'd have to leave you here. No. I want to send you to an army commander. That one. Same thing with you. Send you down there. Oh, I selected the army commander instead of doing this. There. You guys chill over here. Okay. Does Civ 7 seem wider or taller than Civ 6? I would say taller, probably. Especially with the fact that you can, like, focus production into your cities. So, we have enough. I'm gonna re-citify this. Yeah. Is that the one I want to do first? Because I'm thinking Isana and Yasso become cities. Chalkis may or may not be connected. We'll see what we can do with it. But yeah, I like that. Okay. Convert. Choose a government. Well, there's one that gives us food. I do love the one that gives us food. Oh, sorry. I'll get it there, essentially. Just, yeah. Custom command. All I'm going to change is Persia to Abbasid. That's it. Done. Easy peasy. Just check. There you go. Okay. The gold per turn is actually pretty good. Culture, civilian support units. Maybe the food's less important in this era. And honestly, you can do some insanely sick things with tons of gold. I just have an aerosol career. I actually didn't. I just put like the minus and then the greater than bracket, and it looks like it converted it for me in Mubot, which is handy. I think I like plutocracy. I think we're gonna do great things with money. Or Twitch converts it. Now, I do have a settlement limit. I kind of do want to put a settlement here. Obviously, I would love to do a bunch of overseas shit. But I am actually wondering about starting a settler and just planning on plopping it down in this area. If someone beats me to it, then I'll just send it overseas instead. Okay. First, let's look at our cities. Let me go and... reset you here.
Hey, Quill, pay attention. There's a new subscriber.
Doesn't matter. Actually, let me unslot you. We'll give the camel here. You produce more culture, so I'll give you the silks. Okay. Then we'll open up the towns and drop some bonus resources. None of the towns are hurting for happiness. No. So it doesn't really matter. Yeah, I mean, ideally, since these are just production stuff, ideally I'd want those in cities, but... So slot them in towns, but I mean, I guess they still give us some money and things. Alright, let's do that. Good for now. Let's move you out this way. I don't feel any desire to plan for an early war, although if it comes to me, of course we will. If someone else starts the war, we will be sure to finish it. This navigable river is so long. Settlement here would be good just to, like, lock this area down. Keep having chocolates be accessible by sea. Maybe that's where I send the settler, actually. Okay, I think Isana, I'm going to go and city you up. You know, I could pop a settler here, too. No, let's just get the stonecutter saw pit set up. Probably just off on the edge somewhere. There. And I'm going to put the saw pit in the same time. 2 ageless buildings. And this city. Oh, I ended in deep ocean, which I hadn't meant, so you're going to lose some hit points here. Yep. My bad there, ship. Let's explore along the coast first. I should probably get down the bazaar. Sooner we get it down, the sooner we start to accumulate some cash, sure. I had actually considered we could maybe run the science project. So we kind of get 6 anywhere. This is to actually go into an empty slot. So it wouldn't remove the pitiful bonus that we are getting from some of these. Here, let me just do that. Alright, this commander... just stay there. Yeah, we only move 1 tile at a time right now in rough terrain, and we take damage, ending our turn in it. Maybe we'll finally find Jose.
There exists beyond the world.
So this is our fleet commander, which is just like the army commander, but for ships.
A
Yeah,
thousand.
the observatory, which I'm going to want to plop down. This town will certainly highly benefit from these fishing boats. In fact... But you must already have a... There we go, fishing key. Alright, you probably just keep doing what you're doing. Okay. Cartography gives us the wharf and the ability for civilian units to enter ocean tiles. I'm going to do that. We're going to take the gold push. Although, in theory, we could be doing a lot of overbuilding right now, but we're not really. We're just going to keep taking the gold every time. And I guess that's the only policy we've got. Yeah, we went from 90-something to 122 gold per turn. Not a bad little gain. Oh, yeah, I have enough money. I could just buy some. So I'm not entirely sure what the cost is in this age. No, we don't have enough. Settler is 920 currently. Not a bad thing to keep in mind. On the other hand, we could also just accelerate some buildings. All right, let's get these observatories up. So a 7... Yeah, just this one over here for the maximum adjacency, which is basically what I'm just going to look at. We could spend more time. There's probably a little bit of min-maxing. If we like really go into a squint mode, we might be able to find something that makes it stronger. Or like by pre-planning, but... Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to move you back over here. And I'm going to rest you, so you're at full health, and then we'll send you across the sea. All right, this settler, I mean, this is also a good spot. Kind of like the idea of securing this, especially getting a camel is going to be really nice. Camel gives us more capacity for things in our cities, which I love. We should take a look at what our various goals are in this era. Collect relics up to 12. Get treasure fleet points up to 30, which is quite hard, I find. Get points from settlements in distant lands. 1 point for regular settlements, doubled if it's conquered or follows a religion, or quadruple if both apply. And for science is have 5 districts that are not the city center with 40 yield each. I love this one because this means playing with specialists. I love specialists. And so this is like super attractive to me all the time. I do find this to be very difficult to do. The treasure fleet as well. Culture's probably fine. Those are probably the 2 I'm going to focus on. So, yeah. Worf, son of a duck. From the House of Key. Just vacuum up these units and then just get you to rest. Okay. A little bit more influence. We haven't met anyone yet. Here we go. Relationships building a little bit. Open borders. I don't need the open borders, but I wonder if it might improve our relations too. Even this, getting the trade routes might help. I don't need it right now though. Maybe I'll just save it. +2 production on Colosseum. +2 happiness on Colosseum. I do like production a lot. But we were feeling a little bit of a happiness crunch. Maybe this would be a good idea. Right, these are from a previous. Colosseums are carry over between ages getting started. Right, that's our history. It's not linked to the tech. Is this previous era stuff that we can't build? We've already got some, so we're either going to get this or that. You know, I'm just going to take the happiness.
Know that God has assigned a leader.
Madrasa.
Nomad and city resident, Arab and non-Arab, free or slave, young or old.
So now we're going to pick up. Do I want to go straight to Malwa? No, I'm going to pick up Round City for the mosque. I'm going to build the observatory first, just because I like to have both of these unlocked, so I know for sure that I can put them both in the same hex and properly make my unique one. So there's our 8 there. That's good. Bonus resource in there. So again, we'll put this later, but right now we're not building missionaries or temples, so I don't need to run the incense. Right, and we do have to go and re-specialize our towns, which I forgot about. A lot of times, I do let them grow again. It's the start of an age. It might be worth investing in letting them grow for a little bit before we go and specialize them once more. I think that's probably what's going to happen. Although 14 turns is an awfully long time. Maybe, okay, since you're not currently growing too quickly, I think I will re-specialize you. So again, if I look at the improvements that I've got here, these I think will still count as farms because I mostly put them there. 3 fishing boats. So, I mean, it's not the strongest fishing town. But so let me look at my logic for why I almost always run the fishing/farming towns. Fort town, healing, health. I mean, okay, maybe good defensively on the front lines, but doesn't actually like save us from anything. Culture and science from quarters and towns. You don't tend to build a lot of quarters in town because a quarter is an urban district that has 2 buildings in it. Towns don't tend to get a lot of urban stuff. So, mining town, get increased production if you do have a lot of camps, woodcutters, clay pits, mines, and quarries. But keep in mind, towns don't have building queues. They convert their production into gold, which you can use to buy stuff at kind of a reduced efficiency. On the other hand, like, because I think it takes 4 gold per production worth of stuff that you're buying. But what it does, it lets you focus it, right? You produce gold sort of all over, and then in one place you apply it in a burst. It's also kind of immediate and responsive, which is very powerful. So I'm not denying that. So there might be some value in this from time to time. And we do have 4 things that it would benefit from. So we'd get 8 extra production, so 8 extra gold per turn. I mean, that's not nothing. I still like the food. The happiness is interesting. Happiness on each resource tile in this town and +5 trading range. This could be useful if it is a town with a lot of resources, which some of them are. Religious site, happiness, and a relic slot on temples. Okay. Influence per settlement connected to town. Influence is obviously very good. But I like the fishing towns. I like sending a lot of food to the other cities and making the cities grow. And I think this as a default is probably fine. So I'm going to run this for a little bit. Another town specialization available over here. Ooh, we got some repairs to do. And see, you're going to grow in 3 turns. I'm going to let you grow, and then we'll revisit you. As for here... So, these dates have already gone. I know I'm going to want the camels for sure. It's one of the most important things. Which we could get from where we're standing now. We could get from here. Chocolate is going to get the gold. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. It can't get this. Oh, no. Chocolate's going to get the silver as well. Yeah, so I think I'm going to settle kind of here. 1, 2, 3 gets the cotton, unless Goa gets it first. Gao gets it first. It doesn't get the furs, but it gets everything else. Unless I settle here. Assume I'm not going to get the niter anyway. I think I might have called it cotton. But the niter's kind of cool, but I could assume I'm not going to get the niter. So if I go here, I get the fur instead. I think I like that. Maka. And let me begin by purchasing a granary for you and using this to push out some borders. So let me do this. So what I'm definitely going to do is expand the population to the camp. Okay. And then... Again, I could have bought a settler. That's true, but... Just a little bit of freebie food to get this place started. Not the most impressive, honestly. I might wait. So what I want to do is take one of my cities. Oops. One of my cities. Let's say this one. It's a little baby city. Unslot the whales for a second. Put the camel in there. There we go. And then put the whales back in. And then still the incense doesn't matter right now, so we'll just leave it aside. Okay, you're fully healed. Okay, let's go there. Good luck. Try to find some land. Same thing here, like fishing boats / farms. 16 turns to the next growth event. I think farming 10 it is. There you go. 42 food and sending it somewhere. Not the hugest number, although we have to unlock our food buildings again. We, Do we push on? Or run back? I think I'm gonna run back. Okay, so grow another town. Looking at these horses. Got some niter there, which is nice. Sure, let's do that. You will really benefit from being a farming town. 58. Yeah. Gonna need a bigger boat, exactly. We're gonna get the observatory down. I know this is gonna give us more, but again, I like to plan on having both and know for sure that I'm happy with where things are. Where's the 6-point observatory? Right here. And this isn't just about maximizing how much we get from this building. The higher number means better adjacency bonuses, which means it's going to be better for specialists, which is really what we're talking about. All right, we've got the wharf, and civilian support units can now enter ocean tiles, although they might still die on their way somewhere else. Linga. Do this. And yeah, expand out this way, please. So feudalism unlocks the inn, which is more food and more happiness and settlement limits. On the other hand, cartography 2 is just flat out +1 food on food buildings, +1 food on fishing boats, which is kind of crazy nuts. I also like the gristmill a lot. I think we're going to do this. Linga, yeah, 17 turns to growth. So until we get some other buildings. I think I'll just do this. Help out our cities a little bit. All right. Heal up. No, we're going to take the culture. I mean, this is only about a turn and a half worth of culture, though. And about a turn and a half worth of gold. No, I'll take the culture. All right, let's get this Commander Wharf down. Well, this is interesting. Because we get more food from settling out here. On the other hand, this gives us the science and culture because this is going to complete this quarter. Going to replace the bath. The fishing key is ageless, so it stays no matter what. It finishes it, and will give us 1 science and culture because it's adjacent to the palace. There may be other buildings you can put there that would also complete it, though. Not everything can be placed on a river. I'm wondering, the food or this? I see this as being a little stronger as is, but I think we can probably finish it better. I'm actually thinking I'm probably going to get the food here. So I think we still have room. Yeah, I was going to say in that guy. Oh, there's some room over here too, and you're kind of isolated. Yeah, I'm going to redo that. Okay, you got to be careful. You got to click on like the base hex itself and not the unit. Otherwise it just selects the unit. Dang it! Lafayette went Norman. We might have to go and punch Lafayette in the face, as it turns out. There's a definite possibility. Expand this way so we can get towards the gold. But you're also going to buy the granary. We have enough to buy a settler, but I'm going to wait for now. Maybe we'll just end up sending our settlers overseas, but... Ooh, can you repair this, please? Thank you. And... add to armor. So that you're ready to go. Okay. I mean, we don't have the settlement limit to go and take some more settlements right now anyway, but... Yeah, see, Chalkis had sea access, and now it doesn't. Maybe it just did us a favor, so we don't have to build a settler.
Baghdad was a city of palaces, not a stucco or mortar.
And I really like this.
Marble.
50% production towards constructing buildings in cities with at least 8 urban population. Which would be specialists. Right? Narrative choice. 2 architects present a plan for a round city. Rare constructions celebrate Abbasid greatness. Other architects scratch their heads, wondering how standard rectangular houses will conform to the curved walls. These logistics must be explained. 300 science. Beauty is more important than space. 300 culture. We are... Technically, we're making a tiny bit more culture than science right now, so I'm going to go and put it into science.
The map was a model for, rather than a model of, what it purported to represent.
Oh, Win the Gamer, that's not a bad question. Win says, do you think the game is ready for release or the City Skylines 2 situation? There's certainly a few things that could have probably gotten a little tiny bit more polished before hitting the release date. But it's nothing like the City Skylines 2 situation. Nothing at all. I'm hoping there's some patches for some UI stuff, and there will be. There will be that. There'll be tons of balance patches because it's Civ, and that's the way it goes. Any strategy game is like that. So, yeah. I mean, if we go 3 months without any updates, then I'll be kind of disappointed. But yeah, I think it's much better than that. The specialists don't give us a ton of value right now because we haven't really developed much in the way of the good buildings to really boost them. They're still great, obviously. The science and the culture is still phenomenal. I am wondering, though, if it might be worth picking up maybe a good food tile, or Yasso is still hurting for production overall. And so it might be worth, like, these little lumber tiles are actually pretty good. I think I'm going to go and pick these up. Plus, it's going to give us happiness instead of costing us happiness, and instead of costing us food. Like, that was a 4-point happiness swing, because it would have been -2 from a specialist instead of +2. Well, we got some other modifiers going on, but you know what I'm saying. Happiness in the capital plus 10% gold in celebration is awfully nice. I think I will go and pop this. Again, the hammers in our town doesn't help too much, but the furs is a really nice resource, and it doesn't have to be slotted in. Just +3 happiness in the capital, flat out, and 10% more gold when in the celebration. Okay. I think my intention was to keep going down the Abbasid civics. They feel really good. This gives us the 15% science in cities with at least 8 urban population, which again, really does incentivize getting those specialists going, which we will want. And happiness towards maintaining them. I think I'm going to grab the Mastery of Round City first, so the +4 food on science buildings. So we've got a few started, and we're about to put down some more. So yeah, this will be a thing where I'm going to check. So the Madrasa, the best spot for the Madrasa with the 9 science is here, but this is in the City Hall, which will not enable me to finish my unique district. That's a trap. This is an 8. It's got a barracks. I think, and again, it's hard to know here. I think the barracks is a non-ageless building from the Antiquity Age. It would be great if that were clear here, what era it was from. It definitely doesn't say ageless. And I don't think I built it this era, so I'm assuming it's from the previous era. But the Civilopedia doesn't confirm that. So I can't 100% guarantee that I can build the Madrasa here and then build the mosque in the same tile and it'll replace it. Check the tech tree. Well, how's that going to help me? I mean, I guess I can confirm that none of the techs I've already unlocked the barracks, although you get some starting thing. It must be from the previous era. Barracks summary does say antiquity on it. Oh, in the flavor text for it? Oh, antiquity military building right there. Thanks. Cool. Okay. So that definitely confirms that it's going to go away. And what's interesting, so I think the yield, I think we don't get the adjacency. I think we lose that. I think we still get the +2, but I don't think we get the adjacency. Might as well cut the base lead. Okay, so we know for sure that if we plop things in this tile here, it would end up, we'd be able to build both. Is that still a good spot for the mosque? No, the best spot for the mosque is actually on one of these. And how does the Madrasa look there? Yeah, not very sciencey. We could sort of split the difference here and get the 7 science. You know what I mean? Like, if we're trying to, like, optimize for both, which is kind of what I'm hunting for here, then it's all, yeah, it's all kind of going to come out about the same. So maybe I will build it here. 8 science. And then what I like to do is I like to immediately queue the second building so I know where the hell it's being built. So right over here. So it's going to build these 2, and it's going to finish the ulema. Perfect. Feudalism. Yeah, I think that's the way to go. Because the inn's quite nice. Getting early happiness in an era is great because you really start to unlock those social policy slots a lot faster. And the +1 settlement limit may or may not matter. On the other hand, the kiln with its culture boost is awfully nice. And the early influence. These are both pretty strong. And we're trying to get the shipbuilding. So I'm going to go feudalism. Yeah. And then I guess machinery into heraldry, I expect. All right. Okay, I got to spend this money. Mostly for initially looking at towns. Shit, why don't I purchase the... Maybe the stonecutter? Or at the very least the wharf for you. Yeah, let's do that. It matters too much where I put it. that, displacing that population. Oh. I still just like working all the base tiles here in this town. This is going to be a town that never becomes focused, because I just want it to work every single one of these tiles. I mean, I suppose at some point it'll fill up and then we'll give it some sort of specialization. Let's go for these guys. Celebration! Gold! We're actually double... I actually don't have enough policies unlocked. That's crazy. Alright. Oh, I don't want to build it there. I guess I'll just build it on the flat land here. And then plop the mosque on top of that as well. Okay. 10-point madrasa over here. Library and barracks can both get replaced. Let me just confirm that it's not bad for the mosque. Yeah, it's fine. There's a slightly stronger spot for the mosque, but this is great for our science building. Okay. Everything's being queued. Buy some units. If nothing else, it might be worth buying a cog over on the east coast here. I think I'm gonna do that. Okay, let's save some money. You could focus, but I'm not gonna focus you. Although you're growing so slowly that at some point maybe, but... settled over there. Let's see what we can see. We can embark our civilian units now, but okay, we're gonna get the specialist at least started here. Unless I want to get a little more production in this town. Oh, you've got something that needs fixing. Now, screw it. Done. And as for you, we're going to grab the marble, but I'm going to expand this way first. Oh, that is open ocean. For some reason, I thought that was shallow. Enter it here. Production to Parsa. Happiness towards the next celebration. I mean, the celebration's turned into a bunch of money, but I don't have the policy slots right now. You know what? I'm just going to take the debris. Because that'll help construct our madrasa for tons of science. Ooh, there we go. Okay, we've got some land here. Hagmatana, congratulations, you are purchasing a settler for me. This settler's gonna have somewhere to go. Build a unique quarter. Get some science. That sounds great. I'm already working on this. Swordsman. Yeah, let's just keep having you join these various army commanders. We're not turning around. You're pushing out. I have faith in you. You can do it. All right, settler. Yeah, go there, and then we'll move you out. Oh. Hey, new continent. Gondwana. Hinduism has been founded. Oh, somewhere to rebuild a temple. Or research theology.
Baghdad was a city of palaces, not of stucco or mortar.
All buildings receive +1 science adjacency with the city hall and palace. And then, yeah, just food on science buildings is amazing.
Knights, gave them lands, and charged them to give mercy.
City piece. Grow a town. Oh, yes, please get to the gold. Gives us a bonus towards purchasing things. And... I do feel like you need a little bit more production, especially if we're going to do wonder stuff, but At the same time, the sooner we start running these specialists, we've got so many bonuses that combo with them. Yeah. What is this? Chaos? Complaints have been raised over the raucous culture surrounding pigeon racing. The constant swarms of birds above Abbasid cities are accompanied by the shouts of trainers, fans, and gamblers making wagers on the racer's success. So we get a bunch pushed towards our happiness, or a ton of culture. I'll take the culture right now, because again, we don't really have the things to slot the specialists in. Feudalism 2! Did you like the first Feudalism? How about the sequel? This one brings extra food on farms, pastures, and plantations. What? That sounds great. On the other hand, I really do want to get the shipbuilding. That's pretty good mastery, though. It's pretty good. I think we're going to do that. And then civic. I think my plan is just to keep going through here. Gold and science for each resource assigned to cities that leads urban population. I guess until we get a bunch of specialists assigned, maybe we can delay this a little bit. Okay, let's go back to exploration civics then. Let's get piety, see if we can found our own religion. Growing town. I want you to at least grab the silver. I'm going to let you grow until then, for sure. Hey, you're going to find land and not die. Okay. What's that telling me then? Is I'm going to purchase a settler over here. Ooh. Explosion. Bactria, do you need to repair some tiles? No. Okay. I would like you, please, to purchase a settler. Thank you very much. You're lucky I'm not going and smacking you around here, Lafayette. Which is probably eventually going to happen. I don't hate that spot, actually. I mean, either one is kind of equivalent. Lots of resources to grab. Good fishing village. What else we got? Okay, you're gonna make it. You're gonna live. Don't worry. You're gonna be fine. Who do we meet? Xerxes? Right? I think that's Xerxes. Let's be friends. I got a lot of influence. I'm hoping to find some independent villages. We could just not denounce Lafayette, but again, I'm going to try to delay starting the war as long as I can. Hey, would you like to do a science collaboration? Cool. Okay, that's worth spending some points on right now. The role of the fiqh. The completed madrasa, architectural marvel, ready for scholars and students alike to populate its courtyard with lively discussions about faith. You got to have faith for faith, baby. Slightly less than 1 turn worth of science. Mostly it's a sign that we're producing a lot of static science. Okay, yeah, we're gonna go for specialists. Let's go. We're gonna come here, pick up the silk. I do also want the marble. And I want to expand over here for the furs. Why don't I... Just an effort to push out the borders. I'm gonna do this. And then that'll give me a new pop. Okay. A little Parsa. We could build a serpent mound. So this is 4 influence, because it's a wonder, and they tend to all have that. +3 science and +2 production on all unique improvements in this settlement. Which I don't think we have any. We had some parity, you see, in some places, but I don't think we've got any here. So probably what we should do is look at Yasso. Oh, that's not eligible. Oh. What kind of terrain does this have to be on? Must be placed on the grassland. Wow. I mean, it's still fine, but certainly far from impressive. I think I'll just build the inn. Wait, I do have 2. Hold on, is it just not calculating it? I have 3, actually. I had assumed that this would show me, in this situation, +9 science, +6 production. But apparently it's not doing that. This might be... Any chance it belongs to Bactra? I actually don't know how to check that. We either have 2, we might have 3. Oh no, this must be belong to Bactra. So we just have the 2. Okay. Alright, I guess we'll build it. That's the best slot for it. There's only marginally so. We could leave this for something that actually wants to be on the coast. Right? If we move here, we lose 1 food. But we leave a coastal location, and some things need to be on the coast. Okay, let's do this. Hey! Good news, everyone! We can create a religion. So what should our religion be this time around? Obviously, there's the classic of Sproutism, or Belgium. Both are pretty good picks. Nothing wrong with that. Frog. Just frog. Our religion's just frog. That is actually kind of decent. I don't mind that. Whiskeyism. I wonder if we got a good icon for it. You know what? I kind of like it. And spell it to... Let's just go frog all caps. All hail the mighty frog. Or Hypnotoad? Hypnotoad. Let's be Hypnotoad. All right. So let's add our first belief. So a couple of them have gone. This is one of the ways we generate relics here. +2 relic first time conversion of the city-state. Well, we got to find city-states. Relic for first time conversion of another civilization settlement with a wonder. Annoyingly specific. +1 relic for first time conversion of another civilization settlement in distant land. +2 relic first time conversion of another civilization settlement producing city fleets. +1 relic for the first time conversion of another civilization settlement with at least 10 rural population. Or a relic for the first time conversion of another civilization settlement with at least 10 urban population. Well, these are a little tricksy. We're hoping to find some city-states out in the sea. I wonder if I should just do that. We haven't found any yet. We'd have to go squint mode to see if we get lucky to find... I mean, mostly we're just going to try to convert a bunch of things and hope that we get lucky enough to hit something that's got a wonder. Which certainly is some. That's a wonder here. I mean, it's not per wonder. And then city-states. I mean, Wasset definitely has a ton of population. Is it mostly rural, urban? I don't know. And that's just one place. Tell you what, I think I will take the icons. I am really hoping to find towns or independent villages turn into city-states, and then we'll try to send missionaries to them. All right, then our belief. Culture, gold, and science for every wonder in other civilization settlements following your religion. All of a sudden, that's quite interesting. For every wonder. Tithe is just flat out 4 gold for every foreign settlement following your religion. Culture for every foreign settlement following your religion. It's pretty good. Science for every tropical tile and other civilization. Yeah, it's like, we don't know what the payoff for these are. I think I'm just going to go for Holy Ecumene. +4 culture for every foreign settlement following your religion. We'll just try to convert other people. And then we'll get culture out of it, which I think probably is going to be better than the gold. Interfaith dialogue is already gone, unfortunately. I mean, we do have gold multipliers. Our golden ages multiply our gold income. No, I think culture is more valuable. Done. All right. Unlock more things through gameplay. Unlock through the theology. Civic. See what we can do. Well, we now have a benefit to the incense, so we'll put it in somewhere. All right. This settler. Make your way over that way. This settler... I'm going to complete the little tour around here, but... No, I'm pretty satisfied with things. 1, 2, 3. So we don't get the fish if we settle there. If we just settle here, 1, 2, we get all the resources. What's in the water next to that? So there's the edifice. I think that's a water goody hut. We'll try to go and pop it.
The king established all his knights, gave them lands, and charged them to give mercy.
Bunch of bonus food is great. Back to how your tiles. Okay, nothing broken yet. Whiskey and chocolate.
Hey man, thanks for showing me half the games in my Steam library.
Thank you very much. Oh, I didn't realize my hair was a little bit so away. That was short and sweet. Thank you so much. Clearly, I'm gonna have to make a special beverage order, perhaps after the stream. Thank you very much. Okay, technology. Okay, let's go machinery into heraldry into shipbuilding. I don't want to have to deal with, like, taking damage in rough tiles anymore. Special food for a special day of the week. We could do that. Ordered pizza yesterday. Took an hour and 25 minutes to get here. Was cold. So it's like, and they've got a 40 minutes or it's free kind of thing. So I'm gonna have to check my bank statements to make sure that properly got refunded. Okay, move out to here. I don't know if I'm gonna settle here, but at least you can get here and then rest and heal. Speaking of resting and heal, let's do this. And yeah, let's swing over here. Pop that. Good signal malt for focusing on Hypnotoad worship, clearly. Yes. All right, Swordman, we got nothing left to reinforce with you. All of our armies are completely full. I can't remember. I think I've got a wonder that's making it so whenever I complete something, I get a free unit. I actually don't. We keep spawning these units. We're in the previous age as well. I can't remember what it is that was doing it for us. Like, it's not. Yeah, it's not anything current. Oh, I forgot I could switch my mementos. Shit. I completely forgot I could switch my mementos. I really don't want Imago Mundi. That would have been... See, I don't know if I've got a wonder. I don't know if someone's made notes, but something keeps giving us free units, which is awesome. Friedrich's ability? Oh, there it is! Gain an infantry unit when you construct a science building. I actually looked, and my eyes just slipped over that one. I'm like, right, he's got the army commander thing, which is great, and what's down here? Yeah, okay, there you go. Build a science building, get a free military unit. Cool. And yeah, I like the idea of settling here. We're gonna do that. Have a nice Shiraz. Obviously, a fishing key is gonna be a huge deal for this place. Drop you down there. And yeah, I think the granary and putting it over farmlands is a good idea because I'm not going to want to build the lumber stuff. So yeah, that's fine. Okay. There are resources down there too we're going to want to grab, but what I want to do is buy the granary, drop it there. There you go. And then probably expand here for sick food. The spices do generate treasure fleet stuff for us, which is nice. But yeah, we're going to go for just a big food injection in our new town to get it to grow as quickly as possible. Okay. How do you tell which resource give you treasure fleets? In the tooltip, it says. But otherwise, like, some of them had like a weird red border. That might have just been that specific icon. Like here, I don't see anything at a glance that it's got a slightly purple background versus slightly blue, but these also have purple backgrounds, so that I don't think that's part of it either. Yeah, other than mousing over it, I don't know. All right, so we popped this ocean goody hut. Shipwrights have dreamed up a fearsome warship, but few have ever worked on a project as complex. Disorder has bred massive construction delays. We can spend 200 gold and 4 turns of production in Parsa to get a galleon. Or we can just get the influence. I think I just can take the influence. The 200 gold I was fine at, but the 4 turns of production is brutal.
In the Buddha.
I mean, galleons might be useful to have, but...
I take refuge in the Sangha.
Commune. Production overbuilding. I mean, I guess we may as well do that because I'm not training military units, and at least we might be doing some overbuilding. Yeah, I'm hoping to spend some influence soon. I mean, I guess I could go and see if I can run some extra deals here. I mean, just even opening up extra trade routes wouldn't be bad. Like, Shep said it'd be great if we were friendlier. I don't need the military aid, though. Military presence. Are you? I better not be starting some shit. Well, the sooner we grab this, the sooner we start accumulating great treasure points. So I think I'll do that. The theology, we can't unlock a new belief. And we get our first relic as well, which is like the codexes, which have been reset, but they give you culture instead. Yeah, theology. You're gonna rest.
I worked my wits and thoughts about shapes and figures, and I arranged these shapes.
Gristmill can
one by
generate
one.
tons of food. Oh, there we go. +1 scientific attribute point. Very nice. So, tech mastery versus, or just building buildings faster, period. And then they lead to, I think I'll take the production towards buildings. And yeah, I think probably assigning more specialists. Okay, I need heraldry next. Again, I'm working towards shipbuilding here. So I want heraldry. I want the technology of herald. Probably, well, the gristmill, look at this. 14 food! It's +1 farms, pastures, plantations. So, I mean, as those tiles get replaced, you lose some value, but that seems fine. Now this gets no adjacency bonuses and is ageless. I think I'll probably just plop it here and then put another ageless building in that tile or something. Ugh. Who's this? San Jose, would you like... Thank you for the overviews. I appreciate you, buddy. You're Peach. Although these people keep settling in my way, which is annoying. They're clearly going to have to get conquered. I don't realize it, but that's exactly what's going to happen. Which one's my city center? 1, 2, 3. Okay, yeah, so we can't reach that fish. I think I'll push towards it. Fog's healed. Woo! Nice little area over here. I suspect. I can't grab everything. I think I'll settle here. Yeah. Who do we meet? Oh! Augie!
Augustus Caesar.
I'm gonna give you a friendly greeting. I've never played against Augustus. I haven't seen that animation. This coast north of my position? Over here? Over here there is. Yeah, I mean, so we might want to... We're gonna want to see that before we choose where we settle. Okay, just another little spit of land. Yeah, let's start stacking these specialists. Where's the furs? Oh yeah, just flat out more happiness in our capital and even more gold in a celebration. Yeah, let's pop that. Do we specialize this town? I think it keeps growing for a little bit longer. We do have money. We have a lot of money. We could consider flipping another one of our towns to a city. I'm not sure about that. Purchase a temple here, though. Mill. Happiness is currently okay. Put it there, actually. Oh, that spent a lot of money very quickly. Man, when are we going to find someone to spend some influence on? Oh, yes, so. Something on fire here? Repair of the wharf. Is that barbarian? No. We do want to focus on specialists, but we can still plop down on tiles and then replace them with urban buildings later. Like, it might still be worth doing some lumber mill stuff here because it has pretty weak production. I think I will, just because these don't impress too much right now. 5 sides. I like that this one also gives us food. I think we'll do that. Shiraz. Yeah, you're going to expand down this way. And then you'll be able to do the fish. Well, you're definitely not specializing you yet. You have more land. Okay. Granary. Who would have thought settling next to a volcano might not be the greatest thing ever? Although you do get benefits from it. Like from some of these disasters will generate like extra food or extra science for you or whatever. Let's snag this. That way if I have to purchase some units, they'll be discounted. I like putting the ageless no adjacency buildings on the pallets because they don't have adjacency bonuses anyway. Although they do get incentivized from having things built next to it, so maybe it doesn't make much of a difference either way. I should probably get the inn. I don't think you need anything. Yeah, we could send a swordman down here to explore. You're right. That's a good call. Hey, where are the neutral villages? I don't think they've been purged already or anything like that.
Yes. But do you have a flag?
Do you have a flag? All right, we got our tier 2 units. There's a money dump for us. We're going to want these guys. It'd be nice if the commander had a button to like mass upgrade all the units contained within it. Okay, we're going to do some of this now. In case we get declared war on, that way the units will be ready to go. How much do we need per? 130, okay. Go. Done and done. So get the fish. I think you can keep growing a lot. And I don't think this is a good candidate to turn into a city because it doesn't have that much land to build urban districts on. Since we can't build on these resources and you can't really build on the sea. All right, there's shipbuilding. So we get our tier 2 ship, and we can cross into deep ocean with fewer problems, so we can explore a lot better, a lot faster. We're going to call Augustus Augie. You should go in further and pronounce it in the French. Auger? All right. Let me go here, because if there's anything else close-ish to land, no. Move here. 5 turns to be able to, I don't know, we'll poke, come back maybe and heal, and then 5 turns to be able to... Actually, maybe I'll just send them to friendly territory. All right, we get belief, we get a relic. We could run evangelism, which I'm going to drop this, run that. We might want to spawn a couple of missionaries, actually. Chucky! Let me give you a friendly greeting, my friend. Nice to meet you. All right. Build the wonder for an attribute point. We're getting a merchant. Let's do this. Attribute points are pretty good. Yeah, you know what? Let's do it. Let's get a culture deal going on. And shoes are... Oh, didn't default to our religion. Okay, that's weird. Add new belief. Newly founded towns in distant lands start with this religion. I do like that. Faster moving for missionaries. Conquered settlements are converted. When a trade route established to a settlement is converted, missionaries get an extra charge. Relic slots in this. You know what? I'm going to say newly founded towns start with our religion. And yeah, I got to pump out some missionaries. And I need to get some trade going. And we want more money. Run back here. And yeah, running a little low on tiles, but I think I'm still going to settle here. And let's see. Expand here first to make sure that gets claimed. And purchase this here. Push out the borders that way. And then we have no more money. Okay. Yeah, an auto explore option wouldn't be bad, especially, you know, I'm always a fan of that because I am so very lazy. May as well build that for the extra growth. Okay. I do want these buildings, but yeah, I should... Actually, Parsa here. Well, yeah, that's right. We can build our great people as well. Oh, yes. Do I not have the missionaries? Do I need a tech for it? That's our religion. Well, maybe I need the temple to build the missionaries. Yeah, okay, that's what it is. Finish the serpent mound, and then I guess build your temple. Biggest number, I'll just put in there. Okay. I just also start a temple. Although the gristmill first might... Nah, temple. 216. Bigger number done. Over settlement cap, it's fine. Low happiness over here. It's slightly more annoying, actually. Can I slot something into Hamadan that gives you happiness? I'm not sure. Oh, I can't do the swap right now, so no. Oh yeah, we can move the incense to Parsa. Well, it's not building the temple right now. In fact, the incense should be here. Oh, I can't move it. And it's currently in Isana, which is actually being converted by a hostile. I'm gonna go and get the temple started here. I don't know how much I'm gonna concern myself with the religious warfare. I can't expand into these, okay. let's do this. Make sure we secure some tiles. There we go. Okay. It's a city resource, but by unlocking a resource, it gives me ability to move some of these slots around. Including the incense, which I'm going to put in Yaso, because you're actively building a temple now. The others just have things queued. And then bonus resource of happiness goes here. And we don't have any distant lands, so this city doesn't have a lot of excess happiness, so let's make sure you get a buffer. Okay. This is all coastal here. Oh, look at that. Wonder's about to finish, which will complete this little side quest for us.
Our creators sang to us in the wind and the running water, in the bird songs.
Hey, Joe, thank you very much.
Children's laughter, and taught us music.
Beauty and knowledge unite at the heart of Friedrich City, manifesting a spectacle for the ages. +1 scientific attribute point. Thank you very much. I think I'm going to go for the +1 science and settlements for each resource assigned. So we have 220 science currently. 244 science. That was worth 24 science. That's not bad. And then it'll only get better as we get more resources. I think I'll hook in the marble. The marble is now just generically always boosting wonders. Okay, let's get that. I'm not currently building a wonder, but it'll be ready, so that's going to be okay. And the ivory, right. Actually, getting some more ivory into our systems isn't a bad idea right now. Let's do that. Plus the tile itself gives lots of happiness. Okay, Parsa, I'm going to get you to start on your temple now. I thought I'd already queued it up. There you go. And no one's got negative happiness, although you're still quite low. And you're actually slightly negative. There you go. I think you might get specialized now. Maybe. I might still build a temple, though. I think I will. But yeah, let's specialize you. Farming town. Go, go. Confirm that you're actually going somewhere, and you are. Good. Okay. This place could specialize. You're still growing quickly. Yeah. I'm going to let you keep growing. Oh. No way, Jose! Oh my god! We met someone! And no one's bribing you? I don't think. I think we'd see the meter if they were already. Befriend. Yeah, it's just us. Excellent. I mean, I could spend more to speed it up, but if I don't have to, I won't do it. Finally.
If shipbuilding art were in the wood, ships would exist by nature.
There you go. Naval units safely cross deep oceans without taking damage, and we no longer take the movement penalty. We get the Carrack. This just to make sure that no one steals those for any weird reason. Shipbuilding 2. All embarked land units may enter deep ocean tiles, which is also rather helpful. Although our civilian units can already do it. Just our military units can't. I think we can live without that for a bit. Medieval walls, heraldry 2, more happiness. The guilds. I think I want to get the guilds so I can build the kiln. Although machinery too. I mean, research quickly and give us the production boost, but no, let's get the kiln available. Okay. Let's start pumping out some missionaries where we can. I'm still mostly going to follow along the coast because that's where the interesting stuff is. But yeah, we can enter deep ocean without taking the damage now. And we can move faster. Bactra, yeah, you're just going to keep doing all kinds of crazy expansions. Actually do this for the food. Oh, you can claim a horse here, which we should do. I don't need the gold that badly. I want to save my influence to hopefully find some more neutrals. I actually think I should probably purchase a missionary to accelerate things.
Wealth circulation.
+1 culture attribute. That's nice. +10% culture in cities with at least one wonder. Might be a good thing for us to lean towards. Yeah, so I'm going to go down this branch. Row City. Well, clearly doesn't need food because it's getting plenty externally. I think we're just going to go specialist immediately. Hook up the dyes, which we can slot in somewhere for happiness. This city's still not terribly happy. Although it would be better when it gets its temple. So yeah, we can use Reformation as a endeavor to convert cities. Although I probably want to spend my influence elsewhere for now. Let's unlock the Tomb of Askia. We'll just unlock a wonder. And I do want you to build lots of buildings, but what I want you to do is start on a missionary. In fact, I'm going to get you to purchase one as well. So, ironically, we built it in a city where our religion isn't actually present. But that's not a problem. In Civ 7, your religion is more intrinsically linked to you, as opposed to per city. Because it used in a lot of the games of Civ, it's like, when you build a missionary in a city, it's of the type of religion that's there. Here, it's just the one that belongs to you. Converting a city, so cities have a slot for the urban population and the rural. If a city has no religion in it whatsoever, then you automatically convert both when you spread your religion. If it's got a religion, then you got to spread it each individually, which is annoying because you kind of have to sit in the right districts for it. And I would really love a missionary lens. We don't have one, and that's, yeah, that I could definitely use. I think I'm still going to focus on the specialist, although still wonder if some of the higher production tiles might be worth it. No, let's go back to specialist because we've got a lot of things that benefit from having a big urban population. So if we can get to that, we can finish our civic tree and be in a pretty good place. I'll grow you a little more. I don't have kind of a, you know, like a rule of thumb. We also want to start making these alums as well. You know what? I'm going to purchase one. But then train the missionary. We will collect the most brilliant minds of the world in our empire. Oh, train 4 alums within 15 turns. Okay. Tell you what, change of plans then. You're not going to train the missionary. Well, you're going to do the alum first. I bought one, which will count as one. But yeah, we'll go and spam some more out there. So, great people, there are no generic great people that just anyone can build or have. Instead, it's specific civilizations will have it. We'll have a unique type of great person. With presumably a unique pool of powers. Hey, a world wonder, or a natural wonder. Which isn't someone's borders, Xerxes' borders. And you don't know what abilities they'll have. Each one that you spawn has a different ability.
Apprentice love the master in different ways.
Master and apprentice love the master in different ways. There you go, kiln. I mean, the guild hall is probably also going to get built, but the kiln is what we're particularly excited about here. That's pretty pretty good. I think it's time for you to be specialized into a farming town, and we'll confirm that you are sending the food somewhere, and you are. You're sending it all to Isana. Great. Isana's sitting on tons of food now. Lovely. How about education for a university? More tech is good. As Friedrich, we get a free unit every time we build a science building, as it turns out. Also unlocks a wonder, and +1 specialist limit in all cities lets us start to do some truly degenerate stuff. Yeah, let's research that. We are going to queue up another alum here, though. Competing religions. Yeah. Okay, so we got Ibn Fadlan here, whose ability, we activate it. We have to be activated on a navigable river. Receives 50 influence for every tile of this river. Well, this river is super long, so let's activate on this guy. This is kind of looks like that Blue Dragon River. Yes, well, go peek here to see what we can see. And then I've sent the missionary down here. I want to focus on city or settlements first that don't have any religion at all, because we know we're going to be able to do a full conversion much more easily. Go, spread the love. Now, and we've got the belief where if we spread it to foreign cities, we will get more culture. But it's also nice to spread it internally. I don't know, maybe I should focus on the external ones first. There you go. They've been double converted to Hypnotoad. More glory. Let's do this so you get some more happiness, because you're hurting a little for it. Yeah, we'll probably grow you a little bit more before we do anything else. Okay, I'm going to swing you back over here to spot what's there. Well, let's march you down here and convert some foreign land. A little slowly. Jet it. Good. And, I mean, may as well still spread it domestically. Still above our settlement limit, so I'm not going to put out another settler yet. Got a general opinion of Civ 7 versus previous Civ games. Civ 4 is the best Civ. Always and forever will be. Civ 4, 5, 6, and now 7 are both they're all just variants of Civ that are all worth having for different... I reject your denouncement. I'm going to send you some nice little treats to get you to chillax, but you might still be considering badness. How about you? Would you change your mind and want to do... Ah, there you go. See? I canceled her denouncement and then offered her a new trade deal. Because I don't think we have much to gain from war in this era right now. We got so much other great stuff going on. I'm just happy to chill. I'm a pacifist, you guys. Oh, this is a holy city. I can't spread religion here. Is this a holy city? How do I know? I guess I can probably check. What religion you have? Holy city is Gao. So not this. Okay, so this one can be converted. But you'll see, I just converted an urban district. I still have to convert a rural district. Now, I would really like it if there was some map highlighting for that. There isn't. Okay, I can convert this. I can do. Head that way. No one else is trying to befriend Tondo? Nope. Good. Excellent. Just us. Thank you for the gold. Right, so now I have to find a rural district, that one, and I'll be able to spread it there. So we're going to activate Ibn Fadlan here on this giant river and get, like, 700 influence. Okay. That's pretty good. Oh, we spawned our first treasure fleet. So it's quite slow because the treasure fleet spawn. There's a place we can check them too. I don't remember where. I'm sure there's somewhere you can check your treasure fleet progress, but I don't know where it is. And I think it does progress faster if you have multiple resources that do it, or the treasure fleet just has extra value. Resource screen. Resource screen for the town? There it is. Thank you. Okay, so we get another one in 8 turns. So we just have to bring it to one of our other towns, one of our other settlements, and then we can unload it. Although these treasure fleets make me want to play Sid Meier's.
The best investment for 1 year is to grow grains. The best investment for 10 years is to grow trees. The best investment for a lifetime is to educate people.
There you go. Specialist limit go up, which is great if we stack some crazy tiles. We get a wonder with some science, and we can build universities. We can also grow a city, which, again, you can see we can double stack these tiles here. Oh, we should probably hook up this niter and make sure we have access to it. Let's do that. I mean, I do like the specialist, but yeah. And we'll get the whales online. Architecture for menagerie, pavilion, shipbuilding 2. Oh, it's time for education too. Yeah. More science on science buildings. And we get ourselves a relic. We've got 1 here, so you can see it gives culture and happiness. May as well get a few more alums. I mean, we've got to finish that quest, but mostly they're just kind of valuable. They're still growing quickly. Yeah, I think there's a lot of value in keeping Hamadan ticking. Actually, was there a building worth buying for you? No, there's nothing we can buy. Although maybe what I'll do is buy a merchant. Yeah, we do get a relic from converting these guys. That's true, once they're city-state. Am I not spread here? We can do that. The urban. Alright, what does this guy want? Activate on a culture building. Receive an additional social policy slot. So this is fantastic. This great person gives us an extra social policy slot. That's amazing. All we have to do is find a culture building with no map highlighting whatsoever to tell us where the hell is the legal spot for this. Previous versions of Civ certainly had that. It's like we can go in here and look at our building list to see if we've got a culture building. We got it. We got an amphitheater somewhere. Okay, there we go. Over there. Hopefully the fact that it's from an earlier age is still legal. I'm not sure that it is. I don't think it counts. No, it must have to be from a current age. Menu city state. So this guy might just sit around. Actually, I've got tons of cash. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to use it to purchase a kiln. Down here's the best slot. Okay, I'll do that, and then I'll swing him down to there. Who dis? This is Charlemagne, who likes me. I have open borders. Thanks. I just want to come and visit you.
Plenty of money maketh generally things dear. And
Alright, more wonders. Okay. Can get a lot of policy, which is good. Lead towards some wonders. Vassalage will be nice, theoretically, for us, assuming we find more people. Okay, we've at least got to expand to the dies here. And then I might go and flip you. Okay, I'm going to send you to Tondo. Right, you're the cultural policy guy. There we go. So you can go here. And we can unload you here. And then we get a new social policy slot. Yeah, we maybe need some merchants here. Here, I'll put this in, which doesn't help us right now, but none of the other policies help us right now. But we did go and build a merchant. So we're going to start importing some resources. Yeah, we'll go to Wasset. Pretty far away, but that's fine. And over here, I'm going to purchase another merchant. And now, oh, I can't. So I already bought something in the city. Right over here, I'm going to purchase. Oh, you might need a temple. There you go. Oh, that's in a queue. Although you're building one right now. But I'm also going to purchase one. There, done. Okay. These great people do have excellent benefits. Sometimes a little annoying to use. We've been going for about 3 hours. I think I'm going to have to stop soon because my voice is getting a little bit hoarse. See, like, the other thing would be great with the missionaries is highlighting the tiles where things make sense. Maybe we'd have the majority in both. I don't know why one's dark red. All right, what do you want? You want create a hospital in the city. This hospital receives +2 food. Tile must have less than 2 buildings, and the city cannot have a hospital. Okay, so for this one, we just have to go to an empty tile, basically. Will work. Or a tile that only has 1 building, but send you over there. Hello, treasure fleet. So we'll unload you. We get points, we get gold. Removes the unit from the game, but we get a treasure fleet point. But that was 1 point. We need to get 30 if we want to max out the economic thing here. I think there needs to be a rebalance, I suspect, the map generation for the overseas stuff and the resources. Get some coffee over here, which is definitely a treasure fleet resource, and that would be nice. Let me move this cog. This merchant, you're just going to come over here. We're going to start importing some resources. I'm not going to stream tomorrow. Have to record some Stellaris tomorrow. And also my offline, my YouTube Let's Play of this game. What does this guy want? Create a menagerie in the city. Okay, has to be an empty tile. Cool. Let's just go here. Oh, wait. Oh, it has to be on an urban tile that has exactly 1 building. Ew. Well, this one. There you go. I guess the other one's going to be the same way.
One of the most spectacular...
The Great Barrier Reef. Oh my god. So crazy with all this science. I mean, don't get me wrong. Our Grand Canyon's pretty good. It's pretty grand. That doesn't stop me from being somewhat envious. Oh, Hun. Okay. That's annoying. So Hun's is a city-state, but it's already been flipped. And we can't unflip it. I mean, we could declare war.
The best investment for 1 year is to grow grains.
But that's it. List. There you go, milestone. I really like the science milestone in this era, which is just like get all these super high yield tiles, right? So we have just completed this. I have a tile that has a yield of 2 specialists and has at least 20 yield. But then it's going to be about building something with 40 yield, which I've got, and then having multiple ones of these. So ultimately, our goal is to have 5 of them with 40 yield. Not counting the city center. Yeah, I'll say yes to this. I've got crazy amounts of influence, and I'm not finding it anywhere to spend it on. Actually, this is only 1 turn. It's machinery research and should give some good production boost in a few places. So what I'm kind of hoping is that I find a building. Yeah, like that. So that's great. This building has... The best output is on a tile that doesn't have anything on it yet, or that. But that'll be a good place, I think, to send this guy. And this guy, oh, is just flat out activate on science building, receive a free random science. Okay.
Matsuyama Castle.
We could have waited until maybe things got more expensive or this or that. No, it's fine. Just use it right away. Import some resources, getting good value there. I don't really care about the incense. Just do that. I mean, I could have put the incense in a city and then put the bonus resource in a town, but I really don't care about the incense.
I worked my wits and thoughts about shapes.
Throw city. +6 science tile, 3 culture, and a little bit of happiness. Don't mind if I do. Let me expand to here. So it does give me another flat land tile where I could consider building a building. But I think we're good. Actually, I think I will go and get medieval walls over here because we might have to respond very quickly to someone being aggro in this area. Lafayette hates me. Trunk Track hates me. Kind of wish you were friendlier with me. I'll try to send you some trade, my dude. Get some more merchants. I don't really have the slots for everything, but we'd still get some benefits from importing more. Just the flat gold, menagerie, pavilion, armor. What do I want to lead to? I mean, generally, I guess I can go agriculture or architecture into urban planning for more specialist limit. But we don't necessarily have enough people to fill all those slots yet. You're not done cooking. Oh, in one more turn. Oh, that I think is an independent village. Oh, we can go inland on this river too. Okay, so we're waiting for the university to get finished, and then we'll be able to pop you. I keep one more turning. I really have to stop. There you go. City-state bonus. We can get a few things. We can unlock the company post. This is a unique improvement we can plop down, which might be nice in the capital because the Serpent Hill would get extra bonuses from this. So gold, food production in distant lands. Yeah, we're not really distant landing too much. Gold buildings get +1 for every city-state you're suzerain of. Be nice if I had a bunch. I can't... At this point, I'm not entirely sure. We're going to end up being a suzerain of a lot of these, which is frustrating. Because between this and something like territorial claims... and get some pretty cool stuff. I might just pick up spice. Oops. There you go. The switch that stops me from tilting back my chair just popped out. We could just pick up Spice Islands. If we're not sure that we're going to combo into a million different suzerainships, we can pick up Spice Islands here and just get the cloves in our capital for +6 food and 10% more gold. It's not what I want. Oh, something might have been spread out. I think this village is dead. Yeah, you know what? I think I'm just going to have to accept that I'm not going to combo a bunch of these. So we're going to do this. And what we might consider is incorporating this and turning into a town. And maybe not keeping it as a city-state. In fact, I think this one, we might incorporate it and even turn it into a city later. We could put a town down here, turn this into a city. I think I like this. I haven't used this yet, so I'm going to now. Purchase a settler, so I'm going to put it over there. Although, we are hitting into city caps. I think we can absorb the one. Okay, so I can still put it anywhere. It counts the capital as the origin, but I actually can put it anywhere. Oops. was trying to unslot that. I don't know what just happened here. You could conceivably build a road somewhere? Well, I don't know if I want to do that. I think... Yeah, we're just going to go here for proximity. And there we go. Now this missionary can spread there. And one more turn. All right, it's my last turn, and we're stopping. Probably. Yeah, it takes 10 turns to flip it, so it has been converted now. So in theory, we got a relic out of that. We're almost capped on our relics, actually. I mean, we can just build more stuff. Okay, so now, there we go. I can pop this. This will spawn a hospital. So we get a university with a hospital. Gorgeous. No wonders for me to build over here. I could pop more great people. I don't know if, like, at some point the pool runs out, because each one can only be received once. So presumably you can empty this. Ooh, cost is going up every time I'm building it too. All right, well I bought that one. Maybe I'll just construct. These are all good. We're a little behind on culture. Let's build a kiln. All right, it's time to replace that. Redeploy you as a specialist. So, okay, this tile is counting. This is the tile where when I put a specialist, it gave us credit for having 40 production in a tile. To me, it doesn't look like this tile has 40 production. It looks to me like this tile has 32, 36 production. But maybe there's like a multiplier that's being applied that's raising it higher. But presumably this is already a tile that completes towards our goal. So it makes me think, oh, well, let me put my specialist somewhere else instead. I mean, this is still pretty good with the 5 science for a total of 7. But here, that's almost the same, and then we get a little bit of food. So I think the plan will be I'll start building it there. And yeah, I'll move a settler over here. Fortunately, you don't have any fresh water, so there'll be a happiness penalty. And certainly, we're going to have to fix our settlement limit. That's going to be the intention. I guess I could still try to convert this guy. I've got 2 charges. Although, yeah, it is a city-state, so maybe. Man-at-arms. I'm a little bit worried about Egypt. Another treasure fleet. Okay, so we're going to wrap it up here. Tomorrow, no stream. Gotta rest the voice. Saturday, we're gonna have our stream as normal. Start at noon, stream for 4 hours. It's gonna be more Civ. And we're gonna scrim Civ for the better part of a week, maybe a little longer than a week. We'll see exactly where things line up. We will be returning to Disco Elysium at some point, for sure, on live stream. But for now, short term, definitely we're gonna continue playing Civ. And yeah, my plan for tomorrow is to record a little bit of Stellaris and a little bit more of our game as Augustus, right? That's my YouTube series as Augustus. So that's the plan. We'll see if that works out. We'll see if I have a voice. Thanks everyone for coming out. Thanks everyone for the, who followed and subscribed and all that. That support is really appreciated. And of course, the whiskey and chocolate stuff. I'm going to go and have some right now. Bye-bye.